pick up from where we last left off. As the party continues to explore Khal Moreau, and with the aid of a priest of Corlon, you entered a temple of the Archheart. Within, you found the last of 3 shrines where Elixion, the Apotheon, prayed for the god's blessings nearly a millennium ago. A crystal heart, grown over the mosaic floor, pulled you closer, and as you braved the approach, Julian extended forth the jewel through prayers, letting it drink in the temple's corruption, taking it upon itself. Guided by yet another vision of Elixion and pressed into action, the group ventured back to the planar rift, where the jewel was pushed through the rift's oily barrier, opening a way forward with a blast of psionic malevolence. Reeling and wounded, you continued your push forward, swimming headfirst into the fracture between realms. Let's put us on the map, and hopefully you guys are not going to have any issues with it. That would be a real ideal.
Wow, I did not fix that when I leveled up. Good thing I'm realizing it now.
Alrighty then. We will be down to the south of this map, right over here. With a sudden burst, the party emerges from the pulsating planar rift, instantly enveloped by the frigid embrace of the deep waters that surround you. The pressure of the abyss exerts its unyielding force upon your bodies, a weight that threatens to crush your very being. Surveying your surroundings, you find yourself suspended 10 feet above this cavernous pit's floor. The rift behind you glowing dimly in the murky abyss. 2 massive statues, their heads ominously absent, have settled into the seafloor at awkward angles. One of the stone behemoths has an outstretched hand that appears poised to seize anything that ventures too near. The cavern's walls are adorned with a network of crystalline tendrils, emitting a dim, eerie red light that casts sinister shadows upon the uneven terrain throughout. Patches of swaying seagrass add an otherworldly touch to the desolate chamber, where 10-foot-tall tunnels at floor level beckon, offering an escape route from this aquatic prison. Yet, with each passing moment, the encroaching barotrauma threatens to pulverize your bodies. Unable to bear this pressure, Alexandra retreated back through the vermilion slit, barely making it out alive. The rest of you, in turn, are compelled to decide swiftly between pressing forward into this treacherous unknown or risk succumbing to the crushing depths that beckon you back to the safety of the rift.
I should still have telepathy up with Alexandria and a few others, Siegfried and Torrent, and I don't remember who the 4th person was. Right. And I'll ask her, with them all hearing Alexandria, why'd you go back? What happened?
She explains to you what I just explained to you in narration, that she was affected by the barotraumatic presence here, the immense water pressure that is exerting upon you as well, but you are partially protected, where she is not.
Are we able to discern what's protecting us?
Well, all I can think of is we're corrupted with ruidium, and you're holding a ruidium item. Did Alexandria have anything ruidium?
No, I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
Do we have any idea what's protecting us? Only what's Bright been preaching for like 20, 25 sessions, I guess.
I wasn't going to beat the harp any longer. I was going to let they didn't hear me at all yet. I was just going to leave it. Let sleeping dogs lie.
What a mystery! What is killing us? Oh, we were not prepared for this. Oh, that's crazy. What do you mean?
Julian lets out a loud sigh, and he's like, alright, right, you were right, we needed ruidium.
Told you so.
Or corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Or corruption. We have ruidium within us now. Maybe we'll get psychic abilities like Gale did.
Maybe. Though looking around the room and seeing that our squire was in pretty not in great shape before we entered this space, and now she's gone back with in relatively serious condition. Um, Naya would urge the group like, if you guys want to explore this space, you guys explore it. But I'm gonna go back and look after Alexandria, and you guys should come back. I don't think we're ready for this space. Clearly, just from this entrance, we're not ready to explore this. I think we need to regroup before we go. And I know.
Hang on.
Yes.
Don't be hasty. If she just needs Ruidium to protect her, I mean, you have the ring that nobody's using in the bag of holding.
Almost dead. I just used a heal to get her up from being unconscious,
Yeah.
and she has 8 health points.
To be clear about how the rift works, you can see Alexandria past the rift. You have visual of her. It is almost like a planar door between, sort of oily and slick at the edges, but you can see her image. So
Okay, you can just we can just reach back in and hand her the ring.
It needs an hour to attune to it, though, and she's almost dead.
Yeah.
So Naya would like, just at the very least, she'd be like, "Don't go past this place. I'm gonna go back to heal Alexandria." So Nia would go back across to.
it is a viscous retreat back through the portal. While it still holds open, you manage to make your way through 5 feet away from Alexandria, who's sort of clutching at her nose. You can see a steady stream of crimson coming out of it and a little bit out of her eye ducts as her bloodshot eyes look at you.
Also, that blood might get creatures to come and hunt her.
Mm-hmm.
We might not be able to stay down here as long as you think. Plus, it'll take an hour for her to attune, and we did see after 1 hour, the rift closes.
And then to
Well,
reopen, it damages.
The rift closed for an hour while we were waiting around outside, but now that I, who has the jewel, which is the key to opening it, is inside of the rift, I mean, I don't know, who knows if the entrance will close while I'm in here.
Make me a perception check.
Okay.
A perception check?
Yeah, you can choose between perception or arcana. Which one is higher for you, Rogue?
Can Riot do it too, or no?
Sure. I'll take up to 2 people or give each other advantage. You know how this usually goes.
Wait.
I meant 11. I didn't mean to do advantage. I thought it was on normal.
Those of you
That was me.
who pay attention away from the rift and toward the drift glow can notice that the glow of it is being choked out. That's the reason why it's darker now.
Okay.
Seems to be like
So 11 for Riot.
light sources around here are being like reduced to like half their normal range and stuff. With a 14, you can tell only the obvious. You're not sure of the arcane nature of this planar rift, but you can tell it's shrinking ever so steadily. It's almost like a creeping moss at the edges. It begins to close it all up, even though you're inside.
Yeah, it looks like it's closing even with us in here.
Damn.
Which means if you're stuck in here, nobody will be able to open it
Okay.
from outside.
Let's at the very least investigate these statues before we go back then.
Like everybody didn't hear what I said after Alexandria ran away.
To get Nia's thing over with, Megan, do you want to provide healing to Squire?
So Nia would cast a healing word.
Yeah, let's get those spell slots out of the way at the beginning of the dungeon. Just kidding. It's okay. How much healing does she receive?
Check.
She's looking bloodied for reference. Upcasting too. Ooh.
13.
13. Okay. You stem about blood flow. Some of that crimson in her eyes retreats as the color returns to her eyes, and she refocuses again. One of the pupils shrinking back to normal size as the barotramic sort of effect quells. She seems not adamant to return beyond the rift without some sort of protection.
While Naya is on this side with her, she reaches into the bag of holding and removes the ring of the fair folk, I believe is what it's called.
No,
No.
Ring of Red
Red
Fury.
Fury.
Red Fury. Ring of Red Fury, and gives it to her, just being like, we think we know what's caused this, and if you take the time to attune to this item, it should help before we, if you're still willing to venture forth back into this cave when we're ready.
Wouldn't that take quite some time?
It would, but I might as well give this to you now, so when we do have the time that you can attune to it.
Alright. She puts it upon her finger, gingerly inspecting it for any ill effects that might be immediate. But nothing happens. Trusting you, she maintains the ring in her hand. We'll note that on a sheet.
As Riot says to it, it has some special abilities for you, but you do risk possibly being corrupted by Ruidium. But it's useful for some people.
This is not the end of my story. I will forego using it for as long as I can. And then she gingerly presses her hand through the still open barrier. Her hand presses through the oil-slick water. No pressure. Seems to be working. And she pulls herself gingerly through the portal to join your group. One moment passes.
Wait 6 seconds.
She's waiting for anything. A minute passes in the eerie quiet. So far, so good. She looks onto Siegfried for reassurance, trusting him most of all. Not wanting her story to end here, she takes her place by his side.
Awesome. I give her a kind of a reassuring pat on the back. You got this.
I don't have a ton of healing left in terms of spell slots. And
Yeah, same.
regular hit, but there is still a potion of greater healing left in the bag of holding. If we'd like to use that on Alexandria, I will leave that for group decision.
It's enhanced greater healing.
Enhanced great. Enhanced.
That reminds me. Is this place filled with water still?
Yes, you're still in the water.
Okay.
Enhanced greater healing.
You look around you, Julian. The walls of this chamber hold a somber atmosphere, the rough, rudium-veined stone walls serving as a backdrop for the elaborate various depictions of valiant warriors engaged in monumental battles against monstrous adversaries and colossal titans. The tales captured in these grand friezes speak of courage, sacrifice, forever etched into the stone, while wispy fragments of forgotten memory drift aimlessly like dust, caught in a melancholic embrace of endless, wistful dream. The walls, you see, looking up, they stretch onwards, seemingly into infinite darkness. Just beyond your vision, you can see them end in these, like, almost sharp spires that sort of form this, like, almost claw-like effect around this grotto. And above, the abyss is endless, just darkness. You are still underwater.
Well, first things first, we should just check this immediate entrance, the statues, and so forth. I'm gonna actually drink one of the buff healing potions myself.
You have some on you?
Yeah, I have one on me.
How many
Got
left
2
do
on
you
me.
have? You have 2 more, okay.
Yeah,
I have
so
one regular as well. So
I have 1 regular, not buffed.
Ignore that. Ignore.
Those of you who inspect from where you are, standing at the edge of your dark vision, the narrow crevices that wind through this grotto, you see them connect these chambers of sorrowful remembrance, as if each passageway serves as a conduit for the flow of regret and longing here, that you sense so palpable upon the air here. Beyond, an abyssal expanse submerged in perpetual darkness, illuminated only by the haunting glow of crimson-tinged ruidium deposits scattered throughout the murky water. Within the labyrinthine landscape, vibrant foliage, reminiscent of coral in its varied colors, adorns the walls, the floors, sort of contrasting with the ghostly white with occasional eerie hues that pierce through the lush expanse. And within this foreboding realm, the weight of the past and past mistakes, and the burden of missed opportunities that you feel reflected upon yourselves within your very souls, sort of create this atmosphere steeped in melancholy and despair. Some of you want to investigate the statues?
Right. Nia, could you also ritual cast Identify on my ring while we're checking out the statues? You know, 2 things at the same time?
She can choose one thing. If she's a ritual casting, she cannot investigate the statue.
Which, well, they investigate the statue.
Right, we'll help Julian.
Yeah, if we're good that I'm here for 10 minutes doing that, yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Those of you who wish to investigate the statues, you know what to do. Investigation check.
Give you an advantage.
Thank you.
I'll go try a grim psychometry on the other statue. See if I get anything other vibes than what is demonstrated on the walls, the story panel.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Bless you.
15.
So Siegfried, as you investigate one of the headless statues, you see it is rudium covered, depicting the familiar form of a Lixian, the same sort of uniform and armor, even a spear held in one hand. This noble warrior in his prime, but the missing head make confirmation of identity very difficult. You look about, the heads are nowhere to be found, sort of perhaps symbolizing Elixian's loss of self. Or that's at least the idea you get. Torrent, you notice the same thing, sort of thing. I'm guessing you're going to be over here investigating the other statue.
Yeah.
As you look about, you're deftly, you swim to the behind of the statue to see if there's any inscriptions or anything missing. You don't find those, but what you do find on the seafloor, you find a fresh corpse. This enormous manta ray-like creature slain in battle. Its smooth hide bearing evidence of having been pierced through and subjected to blunt force trauma as if by some bludgeoning weapon. The broken tip of a javelin lies embedded in the creature's abdomen. By this corpse, you notice also a couple potion flasks lie empty upon the uneven rock toward the bottom of the statue. Their contents consumed.
The javelin, I think you mentioned the other statue where Julian is, looked like it was holding something, but it isn't anymore. Would the javelin fit there?
Not so. The statue, sort of as right as swimming maybe 5 feet above it, can fit right in its palm. The javelin tip you find is humanoid size, like your size, like probably wielded by somebody of your size, whereas the statues are gargantuan.
Oh, okay.
Somebody of your size has slain this creature.
Right. I pick up the javelin just in case. And I didn't detect any psychometry from the statue itself, beyond story so far.
I wasn't aware that you were doing that. Do you have to roll any checks for that, or is it just happens?
Yeah, it was a history with advantage. That's the 26.
And that helps you recall. Just remind me, because I'm not familiar with the feature.
It basically history, tragic history or sinister of an object you're touching or your current location.
You look upon the creature and the statue. Of the statue, nothing really comes to mind, other than perhaps a very distant voice, almost like recalling a memory, that of Lixian. Bear with me here. It's Roll20 is being a little bit slow. But you do sense from the creature, almost like an ethereal twin image manifests of what has transpired here, like an echo, like when you walk in Dark Souls and you see somebody die, sort of thing. Almost like that. The last moments of this creature before it was slain, you can see the tip of the javelin held by a water genasi as she's thrust the thing in to the creature. A tall ogre flanks her side, protecting her flank, and other individuals as well swim toward the northern passage, away from here, dropping these potion flasks in their wake as they drink the healing substance within. With the creature slain, the javelin is the tip breaks, and she holds onto the shaft, looks at it, disappointed, and joins her group toward the north. And then the phantasmal images sort of shift away back into reality.
Okay. Once Julian and Riot are done with the other statue, I will relay all of that, what I have seen, to everybody.
That sounds like Ao. This is perhaps where she found the ruiner's spear then. My guess.
No way. You think she found it here?
If her weapon snapped, a magical weapon can't snap. Remember how I always had that spear at the beginning, and when we went to Betrayer's Rise, then we meet her all of a sudden, and she has a new spear?
So they've been here?
It must have been.
How
Without
would they
the
get in
jewel.
here if the jewel is the key?
Maybe there's another key that the Vermilion Dream had. They've been chasing artifacts and history and things that are lost to history and myth. So they followed a myth and maybe found something else. Unless there's another way.
Tom,
sure there are other more
I saw it didn't show where they came from before the battle. I caught them mid-battle, right?
Mid-battle, and we're heading out of this chamber, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have no... I did not see anything saying they actually started from this chamber.
Interesting, because I was going to say, because this door opened when we presented it with the jewel.
Yeah.
So there must be another door of some kind somewhere.
Or there's different ways to enter this Netherdeep besides just the rift. I remember talking to Sage saying that there's fissures everywhere and uninhabitable creatures are there, but perhaps the fissure has a way to get in here.
In their investigation, was anyone able to see any signs of maybe teleportation into this space?
I did
There's
not.
no
I
teleportation
caught them.
circle.
No.
Yeah.
I just investigated
Yeah,
the
but
statue. That's it.
That's still outside.
Well, I have heard of people be able to like jump planes, like plane walking and stuff before. So if somebody had something of this plane and somebody had the ability to send Io, Jabby, and the rest of the company, then it is possible for them to get here. But who would have such an item?
I wouldn't put it past the room. I wouldn't put it past the Crimson Six to have, through their connections, found such an item.
Did you guys find anything on the other statue?
No, I didn't know.
As you linger in the silence and contemplate things for another 15-20 seconds, you hear noise, muffled, like rock grinding mutely against rock, as if something shifts in the darkness beyond to the north. And then a voice calls out, "Oi! Fate's fortune." You hear a voice call out from the northern passage. It's Aojabe. flanked to either side by the rival party. You finally decided to show up. Took your sweet time, too. A shame 'twill cost you eating our dust. You see, this time, me and mine aren't so keen on losing this race. Galsaria had hit it, and a glimmer of the drowse magic streaks through the 10-foot wide tunnel as you watch a bolt of purple light trace away from Galsaria's fingertips and home in on your group. The bolt bursts in a bunch of purple flame. Can I get everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Even me who's on the side.
I'll make Nia and you an exception, and Alexandria as well. I guess you guys are not clustered together. Fair enough.
Okay. Dexterity, you said?
Yes, please.
Son of a...
Boy's not having a good time.
Well, all my
Like,
checks were
right.
disadvantage.
Are they right in front of us? Like here?
Yeah.
They're to the north, yeah.
I am putting them on a map. Again, bear with me. Everything is super slow on this map. So what do we have for checks then?
Aura protection +1.
Ryan, why are you at disadvantage? Your exhaustion is on ability check.
Isn't this an ability check?
The
No,
saving
that's
throw.
a saving.
Oh, well, it's a 7 anyways. Or a
I
10.
suppose, yeah.
Okay, as the burst of this purplish flame spreads out throughout the water, with arcane energy, like unnaturally so, you are marked by a familiar spell that most drow, especially the one in your midst, use often. Fairy Fire marks your forms. So the three of you are fairy fired. And you hear a shout. Maggie, now! Shouts Ao, and the ogre follows up with a heavy maul hit against the stone wall of the tunnel, triggering a rock collapse to block the tunnel. The rivals vanish behind the debris and a rising cloud of dust. Ao's voice shouts, muffled behind the collapsed wall now. End of the road! You best give up, Voice Fortune. There's nothing for you here. Make it easy on yourselves and just turn back. And then her voice grows distant, and that's the last you hear of it.
How do they get in here?
No idea.
What in the world?
This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
As you watch your forms glow and illuminate the chamber, you swim toward the barrier south of you. And as the oppressive pressure and enigmatic surroundings weren't hovering enough, you soon realize that you are not alone in this submerged antechamber. Gliding through the water with alarming grace and deadly intent is a slithering bloodfin, maybe 50 feet above you. Its sinuous form shimmering with crimson hues, the bloodthirsty eyes fixated now upon you, interlopers. Beside this predator, two other predatory devourer fish prowl the waters, their hungry jaws snapping eagerly as they serve as sentinels to this otherworldly realm. The dim crimson light reflects off their slick scales, imbuing the aquatic predators with an almost otherworldly ferocity. And now, attracted by the rock collapse and the glimmer of fairy fire, they attack. Rule for initiative.
Getting that natural one out the gate.
Oh, nice.
This is gonna be a bad day. Haven't rolled properly yet.
Alrighty.
No, just the 9. I don't know why it rolled twice.
Alrighty then. So raging by descending order. Some of you were on high alert, otherwise we're still focused on what lied ahead. As the rivals disappeared, we have one of these fish. I'll show you what he looks like actually. Here you go. Descent from above with this cascading light in front of it, almost like an anglerfish. It descends upon you, Riot. As it approaches you, Riot, you see it begin to absorb some of the light coming off the drift globe, and in turn begin to oscillate with that same light.
So the one in front of me is 15 initiative or 22?
That's a good call.
It's 15.
Okay, fair enough. So let's hold off on that then. Then we have the one that's beside you, Turrent. Turrent, you're swimming around in darkness, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Swimming around in the darkness, you are accosted by this creature. Bear with me. I am rolling. It's just decided to roll in secret for some reason. 12-15, the creature's jaws clamp around your coral-like armor, lacerate some of it off, but don't do any meaningful harm to your flesh just yet. Alexandria, wishing to take the side of her knight, swims as far as she can toward him, and takes the dash action to take flank. Siegfried, it is your turn.
I don't know if it's just like the map, but I can't really see any further than like right now. There's some areas that are like illuminated, but when
you're swimming in complete darkness. You don't have dark vision, and you're relying on the light of the orb floating beside you.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. So first things first. So this is a bonus action. I place a hand on Alexandria's back, and I cast Shield of Faith, which grants her +2 to her AC. And I will move over here. How far is that? Sorry. Let me just...
15 feet.
15. Okay. I will move over here, and I will engage. I am going to strike. Regular swing.
You swing your sword in a wide arc, and the creature swims deftly upwards, dodging out of the way as your sword momentarily clinks against the stone statue beside you, sending some dust towards the sea floor. It is a miss.
Goddamn. And I'll swing again.
More adept to the waters than you are, it dodges.
Alright, that's it.
But you have caught its attention. Absorbing the light coming from your drift globe, this creature is now absolutely pearlescent in texture as it radiates outwards and begins to glow. Seeing you clearly, the silhouette, it attacks you twice.
Okay.
Alright, we have 21 against your armor class.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, as the teeth sink into your flesh, you feel a radiant singe curse through you. It is 25 radiant damage. As the radiancy then discharges through its teeth, through its body, upwards. Can I have you and Riot both make me, please, a Constitution saving throw?
8.
Apply any bonuses you want to those if they're
15.
appropriate.
I'll be 8 and 15 for Riot.
Alrighty then, and that's your final rolls?
Yeah.
Okay. Failing both checks, the both of you take an additional 24 radiant damage as the light bursts out of his fish. It's using
It
its
says
light.
DC 15 though. I have a 15. Plus 1 from his aura.
Okay, so add the +1 please, so I can see it on the chat. You can make it. You can make it a
I said
modifier.
15.
I understand,
Oh,
but please put it in chat so because it will help me as well. You can make a modifier for it. Alright
I'll
then.
do it now.
I believe it is half damage on success, so I'll be 12 for Riot. It'll be the end of his turn as Julian, you take yours. Julian, you look up and you see the enormous adult specimen sort of coiling above you, maybe 50 feet up.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hex on this fish right here, to the left. I will swim over to it and attack it.
Flanking along with your sea elf companion, you have +2 to your attack.
Right.
.22
Oh
hits.
my gosh, that's awful damage for 19 damage.
You wound the creature, you can see almost like this pearlescent liquid come out of its wound. It is not quite blood, it is more like a liquid pearl spreading outwards.
Okay. I'm gonna swim away from it behind the statue and use my bonus action to hide.
You already used your bonus action to cast Hex, no?
Oh, you're right, I did. Never mind, I won't even move.
In which case, you stay there, and it's turn.
Okay. Flanking with Julian. Fish.
And Julian, you are also swimming in complete darkness, correct? You're not using the light of the jewel or anything.
Right.
Okay. Remember, you guys are rolling perception checks at disadvantage, complete darkness and such. And I take your passive perception and I minus it by 5. 13 against the aquine creature does not hit. It's rather thick, scale-like armor.
Second time.
Torn, is that with the +2 included?
I thought it should have included it, but no, it didn't. So the first one was a 15 actually.
A 15 would hit then. So now it's 11 plus 8 for a total of 19 damage against the creature as you, in turn, lacerate twice with your double-bladed scimitar.
Okay, and bonus action from the other side.
Thankfully, you guys have swimming speed, so you don't have disadvantage on your attack rolls underwater. And 25 hits true with the flat end of the blade for an initial 7 slashing damage.
That's fine.
3 strikes, okay. If there's nothing else on your turn, that'll be Riot's.
Yeah, done.
Riot's gonna swim around behind this creature and will attack it with primal savagery. That'd be 24 to hit for 13 acid damage.
13 acid damage begins to melt away some of its scales, leaving behind permanent scars. Alright.
And that'll be the rest of my turn.
The adult slithering bloodfin specimen swims toward Julian. Picking the first target it spotted here, it's gonna go ahead and swim like so.
Is it by any chance dashing?
No.
Aw.
I mean, I don't know why I'm asking that. Like, but yeah,
It's a fish.
it seems to be not.
It was 50 feet above me, so.
It's a fish.
I'm just making sure it doesn't rule in secret. I like my rules public. Thank you. All right, blood frenzied against you. It's gonna go ahead and attack at the advantage, making one bite attack and a tail attack. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Golly.
Why do you always crit me, Tom?
You take 26 piercing damage,
Yeah.
and you're grappled in its maws. It will take a bonus action to swallow. Julian does a natural 20. Julian is swallowed.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You are blinded, restrained, all that good shit in there as you are swallowed within the creature with one bite. With its second attack, it will go ahead and hit a wounded Alexandria with its tail, whipping it around against Alexandria's armor class.
What's damage I take from this hit? 26?
Hitting.
I'm gonna take 13.
Welcome to the Netherdeep, guys. Taking 17 bludgeoning damage from the tail hit.
Golly.
That'll be... I have movement left. Alexandria will attempt an opportunity to take a strike as it begins to slither away from Alexandria for its remaining movement toward Nia. I'm just making that roll. But Nia, you are on deck. It is your turn.
Seeing that in this first split second of battle, things are not going well, Nia takes a step forward.
Okay, just FYI, we would have ended its turn here.
Cool. I'm only move 5 feet, so it's no opportunity. Ooh, okay, Brian's just in range. Perfect. Naya will take. Actually, Naya is going to continue to move before she casts a spell. Naya is going to continue to move away from Bloodfin. Does it have a reaction on it?
It sure does.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's the Light Devourer. God, too many sheets. What I rolled there? I rolled a 15 plus its modifier is plus 9. 15 plus 9 is 24 to hit. Against
24?
Nia, yeah.
You're 22.
So I rolled the 15 on a dice. I just rolled for the wrong creature. I'm applying the modifier of the creature that is proper. That is a plus 9 to hit. So 15 plus 9 is 24.
Sounds good.
But if that hits, then we
There you
have
go. And
21 piercing damage against Nia.
sounds good. Cool. Cool. Nia's gonna continue to move now that she's there. And one more. And she will now cast Aura of Life. Aura of Life. Which should affect everyone. Everyone should be in range, which just basically means that you have resistance to get necrotic damage. Don't see that happening too much in here. Who knows? Could your maximum hit points can't be reduced, And if for whatever reason you go down and you start your turn with 0 hit points within my 30-foot radius aura, you regain 1 health point at the beginning of your turn.
Where is she? Oh, there she is.
And with that, Naya still has a swimming speed of only 15. Yay. That's all she's got, because all of my bonus actions are spells. So that's it.
Turn. You're still swimming in complete darkness. So you see out of darkness a pair of jaws in malform will go ahead and bite you as the light of our charges forth. It's gonna be 20 and 20 against your armor class. They both clamp down.
Yep.
That'll be 28 plus 19 damage.
Gosh.
47 damage. Piercing.
Yep.
The Ravenous Predator maintains his position there, hexed as it is, as Alexandra will then take position by her knight, trying to swim away from this Predator, away from its tail. It will take position here. Oh my god. And draw out a heavy crossbow sword, dropping her great sword to the ground for a moment, and drawing the heavy crossbow, loading a bolt in. She will aim at the fish, try to hit it from that distance. Let's go. It is a 5. Missing as the bolt sails through. Siegfried, you are on deck.
I raise my sword into the air. Cast Thunder Smite. Strike. After light. A little. 20.
A 20 hits true as your Thunder Smite then gets triggered. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Let's
freaking go!
How do I?
2d6 on top of the damage of your longsword. If you want to roll the damage of your longsword, you can either click it on your sheet right beside the to hit roll, the attack bonus. There's a damage as well, you can click on that, or you can click on what's in chat there.
2, 3, 6. Oh. 12s.
Your weapon rings out with thunder, audible all throughout, ricocheting against the walls. The target creature must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone. Can do. Strength.
Prone a fish? That's crazy.
You can prone underwater. It just means you need to take some movement to turn stuff right side up. 14 against your spell DC. I believe your wisdom is a little bit low, so it's 13, right?
Yep.
It manages to not be pushed away, but it takes the damage nonetheless, as we have 7 plus 5 for 12.
Yep.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna strike at it again.
Okay.
Give it a little turn into sushi.
Alright, lacerating, aiming for the fin, trying to slow it down a little bit. You strike with a 26 there. Roll for damage. Big damage.
11.
Alrighty. As it recovers from the blow, you begin to again see its scales radiate as it continues to absorb the light of your orb right beside you. It will go ahead with 2 bites, one against each of its flanking foes. First strike is against you, Riot. We have...
just normal, not advantage.
Well, would have advantage.
Displacer cloak.
Well, would have advantage. I was going to
From Fairy Fire.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't see that you put a token in yourself. I'll do that. Guys, actually, no. Because can each of you put a little green dot or a purple dot on yourself, so I know you're fair fired? I appreciate it.
Julian, myself, and I think Siegfried are Fairy Fired.
Yeah.
How would I?
If you click on your token, there's a little bubble-like almost icon. It looks like a little glass lens. You can
Gotcha.
place a whole bunch of things on yourself, and it will just help me remember. Fair enough. So we have Fairy Fire at normal bite attack against Riot. Does a 22 hit?
No, it doesn't. Of course it does. 21
Okay.
damage.
Well, I don't know. You guys are level 9. Your armor can be at 27 at this point. It's 21 piercing damage. Transformed into radiant because it's absorbing the light off the orb. And then another bite strike against a fairy fired Sir Siegfried is going to be at advantage then.
Come on.
Indeed. That is going to be a miss, I believe.
Yes.
Nice. And then it will go ahead and discharge the light it has accumulated. It's once again it's going to be in a 20-foot radius. So I believe this time I might actually get Alexandria in on this. Yes, I will.
Oh no.
Can get Alexandria, right, and Sir Siegfried to once again roll me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please. And then Julian, you are on deck.
I am restrained and blinded, right?
Correct.
There's no checks I can make to try and get out.
Do the jewel.
Does the jewel work on this?
It's swallowing can be seen as restrained, depending.
Restrained or grappled?
He's swallowed.
The swallowed creature is no longer grappled, but is blinded and restrained. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside of the buffin. It takes necrotic damage at the start of its turn, which, by the way...
You can't. You have resistance against.
Yeah. Bluffing can only have one creature swallowed in this context. You will remain swallowed until it regurgitates you, but you're not. You can use the jewel to unrestrain yourself to give yourself... to get rid of the penalties of being restrained.
And you have resistance against that necrotic damage.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
So I'm just assessing what's the damage here. 28 radiant damage. To those of you who failed the DC 15 is 28. It's 14 otherwise from the fish.
You didn't roll for Alexandria?
I did. I rolled an 18 and she is down.
DC 15?
It's all there in chat.
Didn't you do an 18? Oh!
So Julian, what do you want to do on your turn?
I'll use a charge of the jewel to... Well, actually, I mean, I have disadvantage anyway. I'm just gonna try and attack it from inside. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade while attacking it. And I'll put my Hexblade's Curse on this guy as well.
It's a bonus action to do that. Is it a
Yeah,
bonus
no.
action to do Booming Blade as well?
That's my action.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's the one.
Yep, and it doesn't hit. Unfortunate. That's my turn.
Turret.
Alright. Attacking the fish in front of me.
You can do yourself a favor if you have having lag rolling things, just roll both attacks. If you can't just target the fish, if you're not gonna change your tactics and just attack it 3 times, you can roll those at once.
Yeah, that's what I do.
An 18 hits true for 12 damage. You have now bloodied this fish as it begins to sort of slow down its assault. A 22 hits true as well.
Okay. And then bonus action.
Another 22. Now rolling any lower than that, I suppose, for an additional 8 slashing damage as you're filleting this fish. Sticking to the darkness, it does not discharge any of its radiancy. There it remains in darkness, bleeding. Anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Riot.
Riot's just gonna do what he did before and do his acid claws, primal savagery, and try to play this fish. 14.
14 hits. Meets and beats.
8 acid damage.
The assault continues. Slow, steady. These monsters can be felt, they can be killed. Anything else in your turn?
No, nothing else.
Every battle a lesson. The dull-slithering Bloodfin, with Julian swallowed within it, is going to go ahead and pursue the cleric, who is illuminated by the dim light of the chamber. It's going to go ahead and swing over yonder. You are not fairy fired, so it's going to be normal rules against you. The first rule against Nia is a bite attack.
Miss.
Are you wounded, Nia?
Yeah.
Let me just see if I roll higher than 16 there. I roll a 5 plus bonuses. No, so that's going to be a miss on the bite attack as it then maneuvers with its tail and lacerates with its tail across the armor worn by Alexandria as you see a gash now open. It is 1 failed death saving throw on Alexandria. I'm going to look up anything else here. Nia, you, if you wish to use your reaction this turn, can use it as the creature begins to slink away back into the darkness. Do you wish to take an opportunity attack?
Yes, because I will get my reaction back after my turn anyway.
Sounds good.
Sure. Yeah. Nia goes and jabs with her rapier. Just gotta make sure I get that blood strike on.
No inflict wounds from the cleric. Alright. That is going to be a 12. Does not hit its armor class, but it's an attempt nonetheless. I moved. 15, 10, 35. Minus. Okay. Just going to go ahead and slink as far as it can. And then vanish. Out of sight.
God.
Julian!
Julian!
Come back, Julian!
Let's see here. Ooh, I'm rolling low. What's your passive perception, Riot? Is it higher than 22?
23.
23? You are the only creature in this chamber who can still see the silhouette of Slitherfin as it slinks away and begins to burrow itself into one of the crevices, sort of stealthing away to quietly digest. Yes, so with 24, you are the only one with normal rules against the creature. Everybody else, it's hidden. It's a hidden foe. So, with that being said, it is Nia's turn.
Nia.
Help Alexandria!
Again, battle's still not going well, so to continue her efforts to support her team, she will cast Mass Healing Word on everybody that she can see.
Oh.
Should ask the pufferfish to open its mouth so you can see Julian.
Ignore the 2 radiant, but everyone gets 6.
6.
That helps.
The wound, the blood stems and the wound closes, but the gash remains on the armor as Alexandria wakes back to consciousness. Panicked, she looks onto you, Sir Siegfried, and calls, "We should retreat." And you begin to see her move to retrieve her greatsword, not wanting to leave the heirloom behind, but she looks like she's bound to flee. Anything else on your turn, Nia?
Nope. She is maintaining her position as she is currently the center point of all members of her team.
Okay, the bloodied and wounded light devourer beside Turret will continue its feral assault. Still in darkness. You're not feeding its radiancy, so it's gonna be at normal against Turret's armor. Turret, as a reminder, you are wearing the coral armor. It is a magical item you can utilize in this combat if you so wish.
Yep.
Nonetheless, we have a bite attack of, and another one of 18, and another one of 16 against your armor class, I believe.
First one hits.
First one hits for 20 piercing damage as it continues to gnaw upon you.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Alexandra will spend her movement to retrieve her sword. Free action to pick up her sword, and she will swim 15 feet toward the south toward the portal. That's her movement. Her free action, she will draw out her heavy crossbow and aim it at the fish currently assaulting Turret, since he's alone. She will take aim, load a crossbow bolt, and send it. Crossbows, no disadvantage underwater. Will, you're whispering stuff to me. I'll read it in just a second. I'm handling combat here, but if you could just say things out loud, you don't have to.
I'm not whispering anything to you.
Oh.
I'm whispering stuff to Julian.
Okay, I see. Just everything goes through DM. Okay, 7 misses. Oof, I'm having a bad time with Alexandra here. Nonetheless, she tries to be helpful, taking her place by Nia, just below you, just swimming toward our rift. She will go ahead and end her turn there. Siegfried.
I'm gonna raise my sword again. Thunder's white.
Siegfried, I'm gonna be a friend to you. Everybody in the party who knows the command words of the sphere, which is everybody in the party, can move it on their turn.
The drift globe?
Or is it just Nia? Actually, I'm not sure. You guys tell me.
She says it in Dragon or something German something. Dragon.
Anybody who knows the command words can move the sphere. And the sphere, for the last 12 seconds, has been actively feeding the foe in front of you, making its attacks worse.
True, yeah. I'm gonna just go like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I can just barely see, but I'm gonna just. Thunder smite. Let me forget.
Smash that bitch.
It is essentially a choice between rolling with... Can you roll again, because you are attacking now into darkness and you don't have dark vision.
Oh.
You are no longer feeding the creature with the radiancy, the light of your orb, but you are rolling with disadvantage against the shadows. Yes. So just one more roll. And 24, just 24. Both of those would hit its AC for how much damage? With the Thunderous?
Thunderous.
And I will go ahead and roll that strength contest against the impact. Light Devourer strength. Ooh, it fails. Actually, you managed to push it away 10 feet away from you as it flies past Rye's shoulder there. And then takes the damage. Did you roll damage for Thunder Smite as well?
That's the first one I did. And I will... Oh yeah, that was the 7 slashing. That's the one with Thunder Smite. And... Oh man, where? God damn. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna attack it again. Regular sword.
Regular sword. Stalwart, even in face of death, you continue your attacks at an 11 misses.
11.
But you're no longer feeding it to light.
Yeah. And.
End of turn. I'm gonna roll intelligence check for this fish. If it rolls above a 10, it will seek out light. Otherwise, it will remain enraged in combat. That is gonna be a 8. Nope. It is focused upon the paladin, releasing its fury upon you for a first bite attack against you. You're still fairy fired.
Yeah.
Does fairy fire emit light from a spell?
No.
Well,
It's in the light.
yeah. Yeah, it needs to be bright light. So, thankfully, it does not benefit from fairy fire. That would be funny. Nonetheless, I'm rolling with advantage here against the fair fire target for 24 piercing damage. The paladin goes down. The second bite attack against Riot. For a 20 to hit for 14 piercing damage against Riot.
That hits. AC is 20.
Okay. I don't... Ooh. Okay. Sounds excellent. There it remains. As Julian, you are beginning your turn once more within the gullet of this creature. Unfortunately, that's going to be another one of these necrotic damage rolls against you as you take an additional 11. I'll just take the first number. I don't know what it's rolling once. 11 necrotic damage.
Wait, no. Who did you attack?
That is against Julian because he's being digested.
He's outside of my range.
And side.
Okay. I'm gonna use a charge of the jewel to unrestrain myself. That doesn't take an action.
AC 20 charisma save.
I know. After the turn ends. I will bonus action steady aim. Give myself advantage. And we're gonna again cast Booming Blade on this guy. Okay.
28 hits true.
Okay. For 40 damage.
It makes the Constitution saving throw to keep you swallowed, rolling a 6 plus 17, just passing by 2. But nonetheless, taking that massive amount of damage that is... You said 32, right?
It's 40 damage in total.
40 damage. A massive hit.
Yeah, and then the con save.
Yeah, it made it. 17.
That's my save, my charisma save, for using the jewel.
Nice. You passed.
Yep. And that is my turn.
Turn.
Yep. Back one. Back two.
Oh wait. Never
Mhm.
mind. Never mind. Yep,
Hey.
his turn. I thought I forgot to toggle the hex damage, but it's in there.
Sorry, I didn't hear you roll. 16 hits true against creature for 9 damage. A 13 misses, and a third strike, because if it ain't broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hit.
How's it looking?
It's on death's door. Probably, it's catching up to your strategy. So I suppose some of those decks don't land, but nonetheless, it is looking bloodied.
Can I kick it to pass it through the door? I'm kidding. No.
Do you want to push it?
No. I meant kick it to make it pass through that door. Alright, be fine.
3 attacks, not enough on your turn, right?
We're at the edge of a TPK here. I'm just...
Tons, man,
Speaking of
tons.
death's door, we have Riot.
You're muted, right?
9 levels of experience culminating to this battle. What is your strategy, right?
Yeah. I can't use my fucking Starry 4 because these things are anti-light and it will take my light, so I can't deal with that.
Does it produce?
Yes,
Bright
it does. It does.
Oh.
10 feet.
It does also deal radiant damage.
If I give this creature light, it will kill us even more. And my Starry form creates light within 10 feet. Bright light. Um,
What other spells do you have though?
my honestly, not too many. I can get Siegfried back up. I have full water, which is kind of useless at this point because you're swallowed. I have blight, but this creature in front of us is killing us constantly, so we can't focus on the big creature. I got Call Lightning, Wither and Bloom.
Yeah, Wither and Bloom. That's always
Yeah,
reliable.
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to use to get Siegfried up. But I don't have anything to truly help, essentially. But I will cast Wither and Bloom on the creature right in front to get Siegfried to roll a hit dice and add 5 to the hit dice roll. It has to do a con save 17, I believe.
Constitution on the light of hour. It's gonna be an 11.
It fails. So it takes 8 necrotic, and Siegfried is up with. No, you're up with 9 plus. You're up with 14.
14.
You don't get the +3. You get a +5 instead.
Okay. 14. Oh.
Siegfried. This creature. We gotta kill it quick, but be careful. Just southeast of you is the creepy creature that swallowed Julian.
Got you. Don't get swallowed.
Yeah, please don't. I don't know how to really help you at this point. I'm just trying to keep us from dying right now.
Alright, no problem. Let's focus on this big sushi in front of us.
Yeah. And Riot's just gonna move here to give him a flanking.
Yeah.
Go ahead. End of turn.
Gotta play the Netherdeep. I gotta play the Netherdeep. As he points out the creature behind you, you can see its silhouette lunge out of the darkness towards Sir Siegfried. It's gonna be a bite attack.
Bad rolls.
He gets advantage on all these.
Oh, 19 versus your arm class?
Suck it. Yeah.
Sucks it. Alright, fair enough. You avoid the jaws thanks to Riot's pointed out. It is no longer hidden. Not like an advantage, but it doesn't know that. It's gonna go ahead and swim past you, Sir Siegfried, as it continues its launch past the statue. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Hell yeah, of course.
Okay.
Not even a question.
Damn! An 18 hits. Wow, actually.
Oh!
Or 28. I'm not sure why you're rolling with disadvantage. Oh yeah, because you're attacking into. Are you attacking to darkness if it's right there? Let me check your vision.
It is. It would be darkness.
Yeah,
Barely
it is. Yeah. So nonetheless, an 18 hits for 14 damage.
Swim by me, woman. Swim by me again.
Siegfried, are you actually not able to see, like, at all around you?
Nah, I can only see in front of me, like, just barely, though.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just like praise an illithid or something? Just like. like. All right, and
I don't wanna give it light.
It's gonna go ahead.
I was just double
and
checking
maneuver.
that.
Mhm.
I was just double checking that he wasn't able to see, like. I was just double checking that he didn't have like dim vision or something, because it's technically not blinded.
Aw, man.
Trust me when I go with it. A greatsword swing from your squire as she attempts to lacerate this creature in half as it swims past. A 17 meets and beats, actually. So that's another opportunity attack as it continues its lunging attack and whips around with its tail against Alexandria after taking that 10 slashing damage. It's going to be with advantage against a wounded creature for 26. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm rolling. She's not gonna survive that with 6 health.
Well, at
Once-
least.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say at least if Nye doesn't move, she'll come back up with 1 health.
Well,
Even if I move, she's well within my aura.
Yeah.
and it continues to slither past, just in its predatory stalking motion. It's gonna be 60, 65, 70, 80s here. Alrighty then. It will then attempt a stealth check. Against those, it can stealth against. And that's going to be the end of its turn. We have... Who's on deck after it? I need to minimize the windows here.
Nia is.
Nia, you're on deck. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, okay. So Nia is going to start with a bonus action. And with her bonus action, she is going to cast Sanctuary upon Alexandria. Nice little bubble for her. And then she will take.
Which reminds me, sorry to interrupt your turn there, but remember, if you're holding on to spells and you're taking damage, you're rolling concentration to see if you're still holding on to the Shield of Faith. I'm going to say that it still holds. Actually, no, you went unconscious, so it would have dropped. But in future, just make sure that you're rolling those concentration. Nonetheless, Sanctuary does take effect, yes.
Which basically means that any creature that attacks Alexandria has to make a wisdom saving throw, or on a fail, it must redirect its attack or lose it. And then as an action, she will cast, because she has Dark Vision, she will cast Toll the Dead on Fishy over here.
What save am I rolling for this?
Which is a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Fish not being... Why, it's 15.
So it takes 20 necrotic damage and 7 radiant damage.
Die.
Meanwhile, Julian's like, guys! Guys! Just dying slowly to digestion. Alright, so it takes that necrotic damage from the toll of the bell. Anything else on your turn, Megan?
It also takes 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
Die.
That
Fish
is-
scales get charged once more.
that is-
Oh!
Since I've been presenting this for 2 turns now. Yeah.
I tried to take it down. Okay. That is it for the end of the turn, and also just for full things, there is a description for Sanctuary, but I do believe I described it rather well.
Sounds excellent.
Fuck.
Yeah, what's the range for your aura?
It's 30 feet. The only two
Okay.
people that are in my aura are
From inside the bluffing, you all hear is, "Yo, what's the range of your aura?"
Dryad and Sir Sigurd are just outside. If you take 5 feet to the left, you'll be inside the aura.
Yeah.
Right now, you are
but if-
currently outside the aura.
If we both fail our con save, we're both going down.
Right?
That's all I'm saying.
As the
That's what I'm
slithering
saying.
bluffin continues to...
Maybe both take a step to the left, so you're both in the aura.
That'd provoke an opportunity of attack.
No, because you'd only move 5 feet, which does not provoke it.
Mm-hmm. You can move
More than
up
5
to 5 feet if you want to. Any more than 5 within the control zone of a creature will trigger a pretty attack. With that being said, anything else on your turn, Megan, before I have the Light Devourer beside turned?
Yeah. Done.
Oh, okay. Another exchange of blows on the other end of the chamber then. Mm-hmm. Turret.
Yep.
Stuck in that 1v1 duel there, as Battle of the Fates continues playing, we have 2 strikes against you for a 18-19.
Both hit.
Oh my lord.
Oh!
Down. I'm down.
That is gonna be a new character from Elaine.
I'm actually down with the first.
And then
That
another
means
strike
second
against your
attack
conscious
is
body.
a crit, so I got 2 that save, right?
The second attack is not a crit. It's just 19.
No, I know, but because if I fall, I'm prone. The attack within 5 feet. Would normally count as a crit.
Sure is.
That's the rule.
Yeah, sure is. That's the
We
rule.
abide by that. We abide by that.
Yeah, we abide by that.
Yeah. Okay. 2. That's it.
Wherever you at.
Welcome to Netherdeep. Jam. Alexandra rolls a death saving throw.
Actually,
No.
Hmm?
sorry.
No, turn. She's up with 1.
Correct. And what was
Sorry.
that, Elaine? Yeah.
I forgot the shroud has recharged.
Nice. So you have those temporary hit points on you.
Yes. Give
Nice.
me a minute. I need to query exactly. I think it's.
Yeah, no problem. So let's handle that. I'll go ahead and put the shroud icon on you. So thank you for reminding me of the items you have on you. As you are then shrouded in your safety cocoon, Alexandra gets healed to 1 hit point thanks to Tower of Vitality. Excellent, excellent. And
is in her bubble.
holding
Naya
off.
kind of,
Yeah.
When she sees Alexandria get up, she just be like, "Get out of here!"
She calls out to Siegfried into the darkness, peering into it, swimming completely in the blind at this point. She's gonna attempt a desperate crossbow bolt launch past the statue into the fish that is currently hidden there in the darkness. It's gonna be a disadvantageous attack against an unseen foe.
Better. She better. Come on.
If she misses and hits one of us with like a nat 1, fuck.
I'm not that cruel.
Oh!
Oh.
7 and a nat 20.
Unfortunate. If only she had advantage. Well, nonetheless, you can
Technically,
hear.
is the creature lit with radiant damage going through it?
Oh, it is casting light, so she has a normal roll actually. So thank you for reminding me. If they are absorbing light, they are illuminated. So she'll be able to see it. Unfortunately, it's still 7 though, right? Because normal roll. But if she had advantage, it would have been natural 20, alas.
Encouraging Alex to go.
She heeds you, but also she won't leave her knight to die. She's gonna keep an eye on you there, swimming as close as she can while she's still in the rift. If he's gonna go down, she looks like she's bound to stick by him till the end. So, with that being said, yeah.
Sorry, I just need to complete my stuff, and it's
Of course.
iffy.
By the
Roll?
way,
Let-
she
let-
broke her sanctuary.
It is what it is. So, Elaine, you roll for that.
Yeah, so I got 25 temporary hit points, which would have been impacted on the second attack, so that 19 would hit, but I'm down, so it's considered a crit.
Uh-huh.
That 20 piercing would reduce my 25. Oh. Right. That would reduce it down to 5 temporary hit points, and they would take 2d12 in retribution.
Oh,
The attack while it was.
of course. The Night Maven's retribution. Did you roll damage there?
I'm rolling it now. Yes, it's coming through now.
I was like, if you roll max damage. Alas. It is barely alive at this point.
Bro, man, freaking Torrance soloing this fish. That's crazy.
It's
Come
why,
on.
it's why you have a party.
Since
But-
Alexandria missed and did not deal damage, she's still sanctuary.
Nice.
So I'm still down to. Actually, you don't want to roll death save in front of you, right? So they don't know how many death save I have. Anyway, with 5 temporary hit. I don't know where that's gonna go.
Breathe.
Back to your regular program.
Right. So, and to clarify, with Sanctuary, if the creature makes an attack, damages, or
Cast a spell.
casts a spell, the Sanctuary goes off.
Yeah.
They're all ores.
Yeah. If the ward creature makes an attack, then comma, casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, comma, or deals damage. Yes.
Correct.
Oh,
Misunderstanding.
so
my
no
part.
sanctuary then, yeah.
Yeah.
No sanctuary for Alexandria. She proves
No.
bubble.
I appreciate the help, but at the same time, she's not just gonna let her knight die. So she'll fight for as long as she can. Otherwise, kind of a knight she will become. Light Devourer 15, who is flanked and bloodied over yonder, is going to go ahead and decide. A 1 is hitting the right with both attacks. A 2 is hitting the knight with both attacks. A 3 or a 4 is hitting one each. Let's let it's wild side to side. What happens?
I think I got skipped over, yo.
Oh, you sure have been, and that's probably for a blessing because I rolled a 1 there. So let's go ahead with Siegfried's turn.
Smash it.
I grip my sword and I attack. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna just in case, just move 5 feet. Gonna be within Naya's what's that again?
Aura of Vitality.
There you go.
Who's flank though?
Your flank, yeah, then move afterwards if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's not disadvantage because he's a light with radiant in.
Sure is. I'm gonna go ahead and put little light source on it. So you actually have vision, so you're not just staring at a black screen.
So that was just normal, eh?
With +2.
Normal +2, yeah.
There we are.
Plus 2.
Go, Sig, go.
23.
23
Kill
hits
this
true.
Smite his ass. Just kill it.
Fight it. Kill it. Do something.
It's-
Again. Oh, 14.
14 just meets and beats.
Oh. 20 damage. Come on.
It's still alive with 12 damage.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold your freaking horses. I take a freaking deep breath and I do freaking accent surge. Then I swing
I
it.
thought it was a
22. Go ahead and roll damage. How? Without overkill, how? It was at 4 HP. How do you want to kill this thing?
Son of a. Okay, so just slice it up. Freaking, just do me the honor. Freaking done with this. You can describe it for me.
As you see it begin to sort of blow up with that radiant energy cast by Nia's spell, it begins to discharge outwards, this little crackling lightning around it as it goes brighter and brighter, but you stop it in its path and you slice downwards, down the brow, lacerating in twine, and now the maw just splits open and slowly drifts toward the bottom. Its hue dissipating, the glow emanating, dimming, done. Cool, so that killed it before its turn. That's good.
Oh!
Paladin takes a level barbarian. We have Julian's turn. Julian is still struggling there against the acidic bile.
Keep smashing.
Adult.
Pull a drag.
Slytherin.
Oh wait, I just remembered. The last turn when I attacked it, I did cast Booming Blade, and he did move. So
It took
should have
damage.
taken 13 thunder damage.
13, and that will make it 23 on top of the 30 cost, so you will not get another regurgitating check, but it's damage nonetheless. This thing is swimming around bloodied. Wounded and really.
And then on my turn, I'm going to
Take 13 necrotic damage.
again.
Just
Well,
by the by.
Outside aura.
I'm gonna have it down to 6. Gonna steady aim and attack it again. There it is. Where are
Should
my
have
crits? This
to
guy
wheel
crit me
it over.
3 times.
Should have to
Or-
wheel it over to
Are you-
That's 38 damage.
So did you unrestrain yourself again?
Am I restrained again?
You're still swallowed.
Oh my gosh, it reapplies every turn.
I believe. Hold on, let me read it real quick. The swell creature is no longer grappled, but is restrained. And well, I'm gonna say you're not longer restrained. If you used one use of it, you're no longer restrained. You're just still swallowed, subject to all other conditions. Fair enough.
Right.
Rolling
Alright.
while blinded.
I stabbed it.
So here's my thing. You
I'm not blinded, right?
while swallow, you're blinded.
Which means your steady aim just gives you normal attack.
I'm gonna say this. It doesn't make sense in my head for you to be unable to hit a target you're within. You just can't hit anybody else outside of this target. So I'll go ahead and go with that 25. We have 24 sneak attack. You have sneak attack because you have advantage. 14 piercing damage for a total of 38.
Smash.
Smash indeed. I'm applying the damage. And then I'm applying it again correctly. Oof. This thing is looking rough. And I'm going to go ahead and roll its Constitution saving throw of DC 15 to maintain you in its gullet. Constitution saving throw. Normal roll of 12. You are regurgitated. Pick a spot within 5 feet of this creature.
Nice.
I will just put myself right here.
At the end of turn, Constitution throw at the end of that turn, regurgitate the creature which falls prone in space 5 feet of it. I believe this is the end of turn, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's the last thing that happens on this turn as you're regurgitated from the creature, henceforth, saying, fine, I'll do it myself. Turret.
Basically.
In roll 20 in order to do a GM roll, what do I do?
Slash W is a whisper, space GM will whisper to me, and then space, a roll can be done. That's using text, that's too complicated. You know how there's an icon that looks like a dice on the left hand side?
Oh.
You can make GM rolls by toggling the GM roll on the side there.
Right. Okay. That
If you want to, yeah.
20.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No. Well, no, that's basically the turn.
Okay. Keeping tensions
Unless
up.
I would have come up. Yeah.
Okay. Keeping tensions up. We have Riot then. The beast before you falls prone upon the ground or the seafloor, sinking. This is the glow now dissipating almost completely. What do you do on your turn, Riot? You might be muted, Will.
I had to.
It's okay.
Riot can see Torrent now. Does Torrent look down or not?
I am down. Yeah.
You are down. Okay.
Encapsulated in.
Wait, on your turn, you should have gone up though.
You're within
You're in
30
the
feet.
aura.
Yes. We keep forgetting
Not
that.
down.
We keep forgetting Nia's Vitality Aura, so...
Not well, because he wasn't sideways. He doesn't have anything, so I didn't, and I couldn't really hear him, so I didn't hear that he was down.
I'm handling my enemies. I can only do so much. In that case, sorry, Will. We'll just come back a turn here. Turn with having... Does that happen at the end or the beginning of turn, Vitality?
Start of turn.
Cool. So you got a turn, my man. Spare from
Okay.
death. Okay.
Okay. I'll. Basically, I'm up, and we'll defy it again. I'll attack that thing. Oh, yeah, half movement to get up.
Yep. To right yourself so you're not prone, so you're in a more battle-ready position. You swim up to a upright position, strike at the Light Devour. Go ahead for that roll then.
Yep.
The tides are turning.
Here we go.
Oh, natural 20. How do you want to do this?
I basically, coming from prone, I will actually slice up in one fluid motion across his chest and just like, miss me, bitch.
Right, as the shroud unravels from you and clangs onto your shoulders once more, for a moment there the visage of raven wings forms around you before spinning back to this ragged cloak as you lacerate it and twine. Only one foe remaining in the waters. What's your passive perception?
14.
You have an idea of where it is purely by the sound and the current of water, but you will have disadvantageous attacks against it until you are able to spot it with an active check.
Okay, I will, because I'm midpoint in the action, I will actually move to where it is.
Yes.
It is close to me, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'll move to where it is, and then so attack at disadvantage.
Think of it as like attacking somebody in a heavy obscurement sort of thing. It manages to camouflage itself by turning off its like crimson lights on its scales and sort of melding itself like almost like into stone before striking, like an eel. So that's going to be a follow-up to your natural 20 there for...
11, a miss.
For a miss.
And bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Final attack.
Do you have a reach weapon?
I would, but then it would be even worse.
Well, I'm just saying you're 10 feet away from this creature, so I was just wondering if you have reach.
Okay. Yeah, but I can't do a bonus action attack with the reach weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, sorry, I forgot to do it at disadvantage. Yeah.
Insanely high rolls. But then again, you do have a +8 to your attack.
Yeah.
Level 9. Ooh, 17 meets and beats.
7 damage.
You are doing it in. It's still alive, but wounded bad.
Yeah. So that's my full turn, and I yell, "Thanks, Nia!"
Staying within her aura of vitality as the cleric continues to channel her spell from across the chamber. We have Riot swimming in close. Unmute yourself if you want, if you're muted, but it is your turn, Riot.
No, I'm not muted right now.
Sounds
Riot,
good.
just not knowing how damaged this thing really is tired of seeing everybody get hurt and is going to cast a guiding bolt at it.
Hitting
Ooh,
a
that was loud.
hitting a hidden creature unstealths it, right?
It's not. Yes.
Yes, so it's no longer stealth. Not like you need it because your passive perception is out of this world. So with a guiding bolt sending through.
I'm just trying to. Guiding bolt. There we go. Submit. Shit. That is a 12 to hit it. Fuck, I missed.
Spell hits but dissipates, not hitting anything vital. No damage.
But everybody, it's there. Beyond that, Riot has moved his 30. I have no bonus actions I can do, so end of turn.
Fair enough. Seeing its meal regurgitated. You know what? No. It's seeing itself wounded, but enacting on a sense of preservation, not to die, it will go ahead and take a action to disengage. And as it does so, it will swim away from Julian. You can take your opportunity attack if you want, Julian, and then it will swim past you as well, Torrent, so you can take your opportunity attack if you want. As it begins to swim this way.
Allows no.
I know what I'm talking about. Fair enough. So it will go ahead and disengage. That's 45 feet over here, and then it clashes against rubble and it crushes through it, like so. Moving 60 feet and then an additional 20 feet in this direction. Almost swimming into the darkness and out of sight. Therein, as the rubble gets splattered across the floor and gets cleared, you have a choice to give pursuit or call it here.
That's not clear. Nia's expression of "fuck that" it's not clear exactly.
I'm pretty much I'm not ruling out of initiative until you guys tell me to. So Nia, what are you doing your turn?
Nia is going to. I believe everyone is still within range. Yeah. Nia will once more, because everyone is barely hanging on, will once more cast Mass Healing Word. Ignore the radiant. So 12 for everybody. That was unfortunate. That could have been so much better. Either way. So that is.
Healing Word's not a big heal. It's 1d4 plus your modifier.
No, I know.
It's a mass get him up, you know? It's like we have 3 people down, we'll get them all up sort of thing.
I could get 6 people.
Yeah.
Everybody get 12 because everyone is within 60 feet of Nia, and she can see everybody because dark vision.
Excellent.
So, and there's nothing left for her to attack, and that was her action. So, yeah. Or actually, no, sorry, that was her bonus action. So, she will swim up to Riot because he's within swimming distance.
Mm-hmm.
And give Riot some extra healing with action healer speed. 19.
Oh, sweet. I will take that 19.
At the end of her turn.
End of turn. As time presses on to the next round, you hear a shout. It's Irvin. He shouts out in pain as if something has just bit down upon him. You can hear the shout. It's maybe 200, 300 feet away, but it does resonate throughout these chambers, somewhere from the north. Light Devourers are dead. So, on Alexandria's turn, she will regroup with her knight. I mean, taking dash action. She can't do much else. Shaking upon you, she will go, "Are you wounded, my sire? My lord?"
Just somehow made it. I'm okay. Are you okay? Saw you go down.
Barely. By sworn by oath, I will stick by your side. I will not abandon you. We need to get out of here.
Everyone should have at least 13 health.
Yes.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Siegfried, it is your choice what you do on your turn.
We'll get out, but not before we help our friends.
Okay.
And I will dash.
I believe your shield does give you a swimming speed, so you can dash up to 60 feet underwater.
Oh.
I
Okay.
suppose he can't see that it's been defeated.
Phew. Oh. Just bring the orb back. Where the hell's the fish? Where the hell's the big? Where the big one at?
Good roleplay, I like that.
It smashed through where the entrance was. Where Maroon 6 tried to cave us in, it just smashed through and swam to the north.
Oh. Okay.
Well, look,
Just the anime reactions. Oh!
Yeah.
Nani?
I love the sound effects every time he takes like an attack.
Those bastards really tried to trap us in here with that thing. After
I think we should get back.
whatever.
All right, I have my turn.
Okay, Julian.
Just gonna swim to the entrance over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
You don't. Roll me a perception check, actually. It's only fair if I give you a check, right?
Thank you. 23.
23. You do not see it, no. You do see evidence. It has trailed and left debris in the wake, sort of following down this way toward another crevice entrance at the edge of your dark vision, where it has burst through that opening and have made a sort of an opening, sending ruinous rock debris and stuff. And the shouts of Irvin and other individuals are coming from that direction.
Sounds like he found the Maroon 6. I didn't get too far. But I already heavily injured that thing myself before it spit me out and swam away. Also, it's by itself now. It doesn't have these light nukes with it. They should be fine.
Unless there's others. The other side.
There could be.
Likely.
Turn to right, you're
You want
also
me
in this
to-
initiative, so you can act at the same time for all I care.
Do you really care about them right now? They did just sick this creature on us to say this is where your story ends.
Yeah.
We are barely holding on here. As he kind of like looks around and just like everyone is bleeding.
I'm not thanks to you. I'm ready to kill that creature now.
Nia, we're still at initiative?
We're still in initiative as long as I have this thing ripping people to shreds, yeah.
Yeah, Riot's gonna move up here and see if he can see it too.
Okay, roll me a perception check. It is
Come
beating your
on.
passive.
I know it is. I saw you roll it. Nope, I don't see shit.
You only hear coming from crevice of yonder the shouts of Irvin, and now joined with it because you hear Galceriad yell out. It's just generic sounds of combat, if you will, right? And then you feel the fairy fire upon you drop. You look upon Julian, you look upon the Sir Galceriad. The fairy fire is gone.
I feel like helping the fish.
Let's not go that far. I think we should rest for now. Give ourselves some time to lick our wounds,
Like here?
and then make our way forward. I'm sure they'll be fine.
I don't
You
know.
just hear I'm sure they'll be fine. You just hear Maggie. He's bleeding out. We need to get him out of here. Quick, get Irvin. Damn it. Like, just more shouts. Don't sound fine.
That's yeah.
The choice is
Armor
yours,
comes
though.
around fast down here, doesn't it?
Very fast. Goodness.
It's
Riot.
turn is still yet to act in this round as well. I'm just gonna say because Riot did move in to make a
Yeah.
check.
Maybe we should try to, collapse the wall again. So keep him out. And rest in here.
Given that one of our goals is to explore this cavern, it'd probably be best not to block.
I know, but
I nod. Yes.
I'm just thinking that if the Maroon Six are trying to flee, they would probably return to either here or wherever they came in from.
There you go.
Does it sound like the Maroon Six are running towards our area with their screams?
We don't
No,
know
the battle sounds a little bit further ahead into the next chamber. Maybe the one you're not sure you can see past that crevice, but it sounds beyond that crevice, right? And it's
sound like-
becoming more and more distant as the seconds go by.
Distant. Is that going deeper?
Mm-hmm.
How about we make them owe us? Be helpful.
How?
They may not be that honorable. They certainly were not just now.
I feel like every time we see them, they just try to screw us over.
Well, didn't we try to
Oh.
screw them over?
We haven't done shit to them.
Or how about we just go there and watch?
Bring popcorn?
You just want to watch? No. Let's not do that. I think
Yeah.
while we have like the peace and quiet here, we should take the opportunity
Peace
to
and
rest.
quiet. It's the fucking Maroon Six and down in the
Naya
background.
looks around and is just like, I have almost no healing left.
I'm
Maybe we should just short rest.
I was just half tempted to cause them a bit of trouble by casting Maelstrom if we were able to see them.
Hmm.
Do we want to move forward? Do we want to pursue? As
Right,
we
if-
do so, you Sigurd, you come here. You need some healing.
What does that
Shit.
do, Maelstrom?
I can cast it 120 feet, so they might not even be able to see me casting it.
Like, what the heck? What is it?
It is. You were a dick to us and almost killed us. I'll just pull you all in and see what I can do to cause it more trigger.
Julian almost died to being swallowed by this creature. He's holding out on a 66 array of effect spell over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Ride is pissed because they all almost died. You know what? If he threw in that little thing for 1 minute and caused them all to get restrained, fantastic.
Sounds to me like you guys are not in a hurry to pursue this thing and can roll us out of initiative.
Oh, I just am curious to see if I can see him to cast this or not.
Not from where you're standing.
Well, no, I can move 60. I can move. I can use feline reflex to move 60 feet. I was just waiting for everybody to be okay until I do some movement.
You just want to do that, then come back?
Yes.
An interesting idea. Yeah, I'll go with you.
So 30 to this wherever we hear it. and it's still the north.
Okay, so give me a second here. My JM layer is
Hang
being...
on a second, right?
Well, decide what you guys doing. Moving or hanging out on a second? Because
Well, Julian speaks up. He says, "I'll follow you, right?" And he swims forward. And as he moves past here, he looks to his left. He's like, "Hang on a second, right? You didn't see this person right over here?"
it's not a person.
I moved 30 feet.
Oh,
No. Is that 30 feet from where I was? That would have been 30 feet. No, I didn't see that person.
Someone over here.
I'm just going to poke my head a little closer, and then if I see them, I'll cast it and then come back.
Okay.
okay. So going by initiative order, Alexandria sticks by Siegfried. Siegfried, do you follow with the group?
I will hang in this chamber for now.
Julian follows Riot, spots an individual somewhere in the dark with his vision. That'll be then turned. Do you follow the group? Do you stick by?
I just move closer to Mia and Siegfried. We'll move as a unit. I got it.
Sounds good. And then we cut the camera to Riot. Right, as you enter the chamber, swimming past the caverns, as you swam, I just didn't have time to narrate this because everybody was talking at the same time. You swam past what looked to be a ruidium encrusted, like, rocking horse toy that was just sort of stuffed in the corner. That is this object here on the map. Let me ping it. Just by the by, you swam past it. Your quarry lies ahead, though, as you swim into another chamber where two ruidium encrusted trees are growing at the center and at the north western end of this. And past the tree, you can see the tail end of the slithering behemoth over yonder.
Where? I didn't see the ping.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Oh,
just
sorry.
Being slow. So it's right over here. That you see the tail end of it, and then you see toward the entrance of the crevice where you're standing, its jaws are clamped upon Ivan's hand, like upper arm, just clamped upon it. Maggie's pulling Ivan backwards. You get an action in your turn. What do you do?
If I can they see me from where I am? Would they be able? From my personal perspective, would Riot be able to see that or not?
You can see them.
Is it right in light, basically?
No, I'm in darkness.
You're in complete darkness.
Riot will, in the other chamber, just cast Maelstrom. Into the area where you can see where you can cast Maelstrom.
Which is where? It's a 30-foot radius, so it's a pretty big area.
Well,
where do you...
This is... Right here is the area, because you say I can see in, but I can't see around this corner right now.
Well, use the map, right? What you can see is what you can see, so you can target right ahead.
They're here right now.
Yeah, this is where everyone will be. I just can't put his token down right now because it will make my entire map lag, but he's here.
Right, we'll cast it, or I can cast 120 feet. Do I need to see within range?
Yeah,
Riot will move down to here, and then cast it right there.
Sounds good. A swirling mass of water appears in a 30-foot radius centered on a point you can see within range. 30-foot radius. How big is that? Yeah. Let's draw that out just for my reference, please. You can do this as well, by the way, but I'll go ahead. So from that point of origin, 30-foot radius will be this big, right?
Yeah.
Agreed?
And then yeah. Yeah, and then Riot would swim.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they will both.
And Riot would swim back.
Roll saving throws. Can you roll the 66?
Sure.
Interesting.
There's 5 plus 1, so it'd be 16 damage, and then they all have to do a DC 17 strength save.
You got it. I am on it. Okay. As you swim away, you see the Maelstrom catch Irvin, and in the momentum, rip him away from Beast as his entire hand just rips off from socket.
Wow.
He takes that damage, and you bludgeon the Beast to death in a Maelstrom. It falls prone onto the ground, the maw still clamped onto the hand, but it sinks to the ground, and the 6 retreat a blood trail in their wake as Irvin screams.
Okay.
Do you give
Right, we'll just
further
leave it.
pursuit at this point?
No.
Am I ruling us out of initiative?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Naya will cast Healing Word upon Alexandria and will also hand her
Yeah.
the
Real quick, do you
yeah.
have Cure Wounds?
No.
Oh, okay. Continue.
I took several healing spells and that wasn't one of them because I'm generally never close enough to any of you
Okay.
to use Cure Wounds, and usually if I'm close enough to you, I can usually use my Healer's Feet, which is better. So
Gotcha.
I did not
Okay.
take Cure Wounds. So she will use Healing Word upon Alexandria. Heal wound. Go upcast it. First one is. So that's 10 healing for Alexandria. And then she will survey the party members that are back around her. And whoever has the lowest number of hit points, she will hand the enhanced healing potion to from the bag of holding.
If we're going to be resting, maybe
There's
we
no.
could.
Yeah, no sense in drinking that if we're resting.
Are we taking a long rest? Because that's the only thing that's really going to revitalize Nia at this point.
We can't take a long rest down here, not in these waters.
I can cast some
Unless
healing,
you
but
have.
I can cast
I was
some
gonna-
healing, but regardless of the fact, Naya has little to no potency left. So I don't know how everybody else is doing, but if she doesn't have any ability to heal us or revive us, we need to probably leave and do a long rest.
And that
I
means
have
the portal again.
Yeah, because I am all out of healer's feet. That does. I will be able to regather my things and the kit ready once more after a short rest. But when it comes to spells, I have a maximum of 4 healing words left. I guess up to 6 if I take a moment to harness some divinity or channel
That's
divinity.
that's pretty good.
Healing word is not going to keep you up for very long.
I think it's best saved to healing words for emergencies, but it's good to know you have that much magical prowess still in you. I
I
think
have no
just a short
high level spells
rest.
left.
Short rest will only get healing points back for some people.
Yeah.
It won't do anything else for any spells.
That sounds good.
The casters won't get anything back.
I'm somewhat okay on spell. I'm pretty good with spells right now, but with one of us with no spells.
I don't have no spells. I have 2 level 1s and 2 level.
You just said you can cast it 6 more times.
Up to 6 more times.
You can. Okay, out of character, Nia.
Yes, I can harness
You can-
divine power and get them back. Yes.
You're right.
I already said that.
Right, but also you regain your channel divinity on a short rest. So you can use that to regain some spell slots and then short rest and regain your channel divinity. And you still have that or another however many spell slots if you want to use it for that reason again.
I think the using it to regain spell slots has a limit.
Yeah, I can only regain lower levels spell slots. I can only do it. I think it's only up to I can only regain a level 1 or level 2 spell slot, which I already I do have spell slots open to regain, but it means I don't have any of my upper level spells. So I don't have mass healing word spells. I don't have greater restoration. I don't have any of those spells.
Tom, I have a question.
Shoot.
In the time Julian activated Jewel to open the portal, would there have been a reaction that was held, activated before the damage from the onslaught of the opening of the portal occurs.
I don't think I caught the entire question there. In between the time that Julian opened the portal, was there a reaction health to do what?
In the time that Julian opens the portal,
Yeah.
and the time when the damage is spanned out because the portal explodes, could somebody that's holding a reaction activate it then?
Yeah, of course.
In between the two.
When you make a reaction, right? You're using an action, and your reaction to set a condition. If a condition happens, your reaction happens before the condition happens.
Okay. So.
Well, after the condition happens, it happens at the same time. Like, really, what are you really asking me? Maybe I can answer a more specific question. Like,
okay,
the explosion happens, damage applies, and then your reaction goes off. Does it matter which one goes off first?
Well, in this case, it may, and that's why I'll tell it to everybody. Basically, is if we go outside, do our long rest, come back, portal is closed. Mm-hmm. Julian has to stand very close to the portal in order to open it. Could Nia hold or ready her Cape of Mount Bank in order to grab Julian and bamf out away from the damage effect before it spans out?
I'm gonna allow it because you're using up the resource for the day.
And also because we know what would happen.
But that would just the initial damage of opening the portal, and that already lasted quite a bit. Once we pass through, now we're all protected. We'll be able to not have damage crossing. But is this something we don't know for sure, or are you making a ruling? No.
I'm saying that if you're willing to use the resource of the cape for the day to do that, I'll allow it. You can mitigate that damage. It's a good use of the cape. It's sort of like a skill check, right? If you're using a magic item or a spell, usually during skill checks, it's an automatic pass because you're using up resources. If you're making a check or a saving throw, that's tossing it up to the fates. But you're using a magic item here. That sounds like a good use of it, yeah. Quick question, guys. If I do this overview map, this is sort of like adventurers go in a dungeon and sketch a map as they go sort of map that doesn't lag out on my end as much. Do everybody have vision in this map?
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't. It's all black.
No vision. Total black.
Oh.
I saw the pink, but I didn't see anything.
Let me see if this fixes it. Because nobody's saying anything, so I was like, maybe you don't see. Maybe I know why. Fate's Fortune. There it is. Save settings. There we go. So this is sort of a overhead map for places you guys have been at, because I would imagine as you guys go along, either turn to tier 2 would shift, or how you guys want to flavor it, you'll have a way to sort of track your progress. This place is humongous, so figured if you guys get lost, it just wastes session time. But yeah.
Okay, so if we do want to get out totally, but during that time, Maroon 6 will be able, or Maroon 5 3/4 will be able to.
Fuck you! Too soon.
5 3/4.
Like that? You like that?
You get inspiration for that. That's cheeky. I'm serious.
I'll use it that time. I do it that same time.
You made a DM laugh. That's good.
So, we have a possibility to regain something, except that during that time, our enemies, for lack of a better term, are able to move forward. But we'll be back at the whereas they'll continue to be. They're stuck here.
I want to make sure I'm not the only one who has him cutting out a little bit, right?
Yeah, I could barely hear him.
Okay, so
Oh.
let's not just all sit here in silence while he's talking. We didn't
I was
catch all that,
hoping
Elaine.
other people could hear him and
No.
fill in me in.
I'll type it in. Roll 20.
No, we hear you fine. If you speak slowly and close to your mic, we'll hear it fine. I think it was just a connection issue at the time. What's up?
Okay. No, I was just gonna repeat if
Mhm.
nobody had. So we can regenerate and come back, but Maroon 6 will be able to go forward, but they won't have any way of retreating, assuming this is their entry point as well.
I don't think it is. No way. I don't think they came in through here. They probably have another way that they can come in. That's probably also how they'll get out.
Yeah, I don't think so too.
Mm-hmm. Especially based off of what you guys saw, what you saw at Turret with regards to AO and the spear.
Mhm.
It sounds like they've been here before today.
Already. In light of that, should we report that to the Allegiance? They already breached.
Well, our mission for the Allegiance was just to get
Scout
to
the
the other
area.
side of the river. We're just to scout. So I think for the Allegiance we fulfilled our mission.
But it
I don't
was
know.
in order to
Barely.
claim it, right?
No.
Wasn't it?
Well, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they'll have some rewards for us for this mission. Maybe they'll have some extra healing potions.
No. No, could be, but I mean, if the idea of us going through was to claim the rift in the name of the Allegiance, then we went through, but M6 has been here before.
I think we should just take a short rest and keep moving forward. It sounds like both Nia and Riot have some spell slots left to use. I mean, some is better than nothing. You know, you're not always gonna have all of them. And I think the biggest problem for the three of us, Torrent, Siegfried, and myself, was just our health, which can be recovered if we just take an hour. I'm not even that injured, honestly. You know, even though I got swallowed, like when I got out and looked around, you guys looked a lot worse for wear than I did.
Yeah, well, Ducky, it didn't. Well, no, it did damage you while you were inside.
Yeah,
But while
I was getting
following,
digested, but I didn't have to deal with the light bombs coming from the fish.
True.
Right.
If we want to move forward, yeah, we can take a short rest. I think Riot seems a bit distracted right now. I think we should wait till Riot refocuses. And until then, I'll also be right back. I need to use the washroom.
Yeah, take a break. And do you guys need help remembering what your actual main quest is?
They
Or-
wanted us to scout the rift, see if it was safe, and then report back to that, which obviously is not.
Not safe.
Because I can post the main quest if you guys want. It's something that your characters
Sure.
would know, I would imagine, but it's, I don't want to mess with your roleplay, whatever.
probably can help.
There you go.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Ah, okay.
It has been weeks. I don't blame you guys. If IRL, you forgot.
Okay. Second part of the second goal.
Yeah, it wasn't to claim it. It wasn't to make sure it's safe. Obviously, it's not safe. It was to say what's even behind it, because they didn't know.
And report on the radium. We only saw, well, Riot only saw the horse, and they saw the 2 trees.
So
But-
there's
We've basically only seen the entrance of this place. We can't really go back to them and claim to have scouted beyond the rift.
No.
You know, if they send agents here, like
Mhm.
they only have knowledge of basically just the immediate area that they go into.
Well,
Find
we
a way
can't
to
send
open.
agents here.
Find a way to open the rift. Enter the rift. Confirm that the radium can be found inside. That was all that your mission was.
The only reason why they can't get in here themselves is because they don't have the amulet.
Well,
Yeah.
we know that we know that Maroon 6 found a way in,
We
and
do.
they don't have
Yes.
the
They
amulet.
know.
So
Yes, but
there's
did
a
we
way to
find
get
that
in.
method?
No, we don't know what that is.
So we can't say that we know that there's another method when they asked us if they can find a way. We only know about the amulet, though, right?
Right.
So the only logical way we can say we know a way in is through with the amulet, but there's evidence there's another way to get through, but we don't know that.
Mhm.
So if we say that, it would almost seem like we are not fully completed what they've asked.
So your understanding is that we have to find what the other entrances would be.
Or another way to open the rift besides the amulet, perhaps. Would be
Or
the
another way of opening another rift.
in a way, yes.
Yeah.
Because we can tell them how we opened it, but we do know that there's another way because of the maroon. So we
Yeah.
can tell them how we opened it, but we don't know the evidence of anything else.
Alternatives, alternate place, or alternate methods.
Exactly.
During our, if we're gonna short rest here, Nia, can you identify the portal? Are you able to do that?
I think Megan is taking a break.
Yeah.
Ah.
She went to grab water. I don't know if she's back.
I wonder if the identify spell would tell you of ways to open the rift, if it can be casted on it.
You'd have to look at the identify spell.
You choose one object that you can touch through the casting of a spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you'll learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you'll learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. The rift is neither a creature nor is it an item or object. It is a magical effect.
Okay.
You figure what's wrong with the sea elf if we want it that way.
Yeah, but that was a person.
Yeah, a creature is the latter part of the identify spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Are you good for taking a short rest here? Because I think we were just waiting for you.
Sure.
Before Nia went away. Okay.
Anybody taking watch?
I guess Riot will, yeah. Well, Riot will look at disadvantage, but Riot can.
Okay. Sounds good. Give me a moment here. I'm going to open something up real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Please. A 1, 2, and a 3.
All right.
Keep going. That happened before.
Some of you slump down as the water breathing spell still holds.
Oh, wait, I can't do it.
You slump down against the rock, trying to avoid any of the iridium encrusted places to avoid any further infection. Some of you take a short nap. Others, a mere breather. Some of you meditate. Riot, you take your watch. You finish your short rest, and you roll me a perception check. What's up?
I just remembered. I did use my Hexblade's curse on that giant thing that swallowed me.
Yeah.
And I do regain HP when it dies, even if I'm not the one who killed it. Do I feel like I gained any essence from its death or no?
Do you have to be the one to kill it?
No.
No.
It has perished and was destroyed. You regained essence from it, yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. As you recuperate a little bit. Hmm.
Guys, don't forget
Again,
we have aid on us, by the way.
those
I
of
just
you
realized I can't use a rolling sum on watch.
you can be on watch and short resting at the same time. Yes.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Being on
What does
watch,
aid do again? Sorry.
being watch just means that you because short rest does not mean that you have to go sleep. It just means that you're the one keeping watch of the party. What does it do?
Yeah, I forget what aid does.
Aid increases your maximum HP and healed you at the moment of the casting.
And current hit point, yeah.
You should still have the same maximum HP that you had last session from aid.
Okay, 70. Okay.
So, do you guys want to? This is campfire time, right? Do you guys want to describe what you're doing during the short rest? Don't speak at all.
I basically slump down, like just vegetate.
Turn starfishes.
Yep.
Ride is just going to be sitting up at the edge over here, leaning out, peering both ways, keeping watch, humming softly to himself.
Excellent. So natural 1, therefore 10 perception check. You notice just your surrounding directly, the shifting, swaying grass and the red coral around here. Brief moments you see bubbles sort of manifest and then rise up into the abyss above. And in this solemn silence, in this moment of peace, you stare onwards toward that rocking horse, like a children's toy at the far end of the corner there. Because if you're here, you'll be able to see it, I believe. And as you stare into the darkness, and you stare into its silhouette, into its ruidum encrusted silhouette, you hear a child's laughter. The laughter of a baby. The cry. The coos. All of you witness another vision, whether you are starfishing, relaxed, or semi-conscious. A child is born, eerily silent, and the midwife refuses to hold him. Look, even he knows, she rasps to his mother as she clutches this baby, trembling. His little soul prepares for the dread omen that will haunt him for the rest of his life. This weird vision fades, this brief dream fades away. And right, your gaze manifests once more on the slightly rocking seahorse-like silhouette in the dark corner of the room.
Ride's going to look back at everybody and say,
Did
do you think we should get the rocking horse? That's ruidium.
Should snag it.
Yeah.
Put it in the bag.
Well, we'll all go up together just in case a creature does come out and attack.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be safer that way.
Did everyone see a vision?
Yeah, what was that? Who's the baby?
I heard a child's laughter coming from the rocking horse. I saw bubbles as it shifted slightly. I think it's coming from ruidium corrupted items that have emotions of Elixion. Perhaps that we're here and we're closer to him. We're actually hearing bits and parts of his life, perhaps. The only person we know that had a dark omen above his head about what might happen to him was Elixion. We haven't heard of any other. So just logically, this is probably Elixion as a child.
You would have that since birth. That's a long ass prophecy.
guess he was destined to have a hard life to begin with, and even
Yeah.
the woman who would refuse to hold him knew.
I wonder if that's what colored his last stand and what created the Leviathan. He was not all there. Part of it had regrets, part of it had uh, doubt, and or the prophecy was weighing so much.
I don't think I don't think it was a prophecy per se. I think it's just because he was born under the full moon of Rudis. It's said that people born under that full moon have bad omens that follow them throughout their lives, among other things.
Ill
But
fate.
that's just it's just superstition.
I don't think we had anybody born under the Rudius moon in Anna. It's bizarre. Under the full moon, under the sea.
Elaine, are you able to just like hold your mic closer to yourself?
It is like as close as I can get it without you hearing me breathe.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily want to yell
He's,
either.
he said that his character does not recall anybody being born, Ruidus born in Annam.
Hmm. So, what exactly were those fish doing? I didn't see most of it. But when I got out, I saw that a lot of you guys looked worse than I did, even though I was the one swallowed.
It was rough.
It was rough.
They
Well, they
they
seem
felt,
to be attracted to light.
and they seem to absorb it and harness it to
Ooh.
attack us with it. But we
Or
dealt.
even radiant damage, or did I imagine that?
Think
Nia
so.
launched a spell and it looked like it was faltering and then it charged up with light.
Yeah.
Wow.
How's your experience?
Yeah,
It sucked, you know? It smells. It was gross.
well, especially from inside. Yes.
Is-
It was dark.
How would it
Couldn't
know?
see for a bit at first, and I ended up risking using the jewel to help myself escape. I couldn't even the jewel couldn't get me out of it, but it helped me to move around while I was in there. Once I was able to move just a little bit more, even while inside its gut, I was able to stab it from within.
Mhm. Glad you're here. Glad everyone's here.
Yeah, of
That
course.
was
Hard. I thought we were done for.
yeah. That was a close call.
Tom, does Alexandria not have hit die she can roll?
She is healing to her best ability.
Okay. I still can't believe they did that. That they just casted fairy fire on us and then trapped us in here with that thing. Even after everything that was said last time we met.
It
Well,
did say that if we get into their way,
Being
they
here is
would.
in their way.
If
We
we
can't
remember,
replace.
they did think that we were going to let something out, and that we would be fools to. But beyond that, they didn't give us any information.
No, they came out. They came to us.
they're here themselves, and they took something from here. So if they want to blame anybody for taking something out,
Everybody else
barely
is
understanding what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll type it.
For those of you who like taking notes.
Yeah, she did say another road. I thought she did. Oh, fucking shit.
Megan, are you back yet?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you guys wish to do going forward?
Shall we further explore?
Yeah, let's keep on moving.
Alrighty then. You press
We will
onwards.
pick up again. We will pick up
You-
the
you,
rocking horse.
You enter the northern chamber, another water-filled grotto. You glimpse more tunnels to the south, north, east, and northwest, but before you get to explore these passages, the water shimmers as you are transported out of the undersea gloom and into another place altogether. A child's room. Let me put us on a map as we all cluster together.
What in the world?
1, 2, 3. Right, you're reaching for the horse, but it's becoming more and more distant, almost like in a dream or in a nightmare. And as the area around you manifests, is right in front of you, at hand's reach at this point. But you are manifested elsewhere. Let me put us here, as I described your surroundings here. Though this place appears different from where you just were, this quasi-real location is never fully isolated from where you came from. Ruidium formations, seagrass, and white coral appear on the outskirts of this place, and puddles of water lie on the ground, on this wooden floor, indicating you're not truly far away from the abyss you just left behind. Like a living diorama, the scenario around you... You can't see the map? Here.
No.
You have visual now?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I was describing, it's like a living diorama. The scenario around you captures the memory of another, a view of someone else's life. You look around. Simple comforts are scattered around this room's perimeter. You see a teddy bear overgrown with ruidium, a cradle lined with ruidium spikes, a rocking horse with tendrils of ruidium crawling up on one side of it. Simple toys are scattered on the floor, with more of them on small wooden shelves. All of them are laced with ruidium. Dimmed sunlight shines into the room through a small high window, but it is almost muted. And you hear muffled voices coming from outside and the occasional dull thud. I can also give you guys a handout of what this room looks like. There we go. What do you do?
Can we
Talk to me, guys.
can I like slowly open the door and peek through it?
Certainly can. It is unlocked.
I want to try and like quietly and slowly push it open.
As you quietly and slowly push it open, you see beyond it is a humble kitchen, and silhouetted by the light of the oven is kneeling Alexandria as she approaches the group, having found you guys, but keeping quiet as much as she can as that thud continues outside.
Oh, that's scary. No.
You guys have to talk to me out loud to tell me what you guys are doing here before I can narrate further. You guys just moving around, your tokens around, it's not doing anything to me.
Grim
Does it sound like
check up
a-
on street cradle.
Turned grim psychometry is the cradle. You witness almost like a continuation of the second chunk of the vision you just witnessed of the child born, eerily silent. You see in this room 2 specters appear. 2 parents place a baby in front of a priest of Palor and beg a blessing. The priest makes a gesture over the infant's head and recoils. "There will be no help for him. Don't be foolish. There is no cure for the mark of the red moon." And then the psychometry fades as you refocus back upon the cradle. Water drips down the walls. The ruidium sprawls. What do you do?
I'm gonna approach the door. I kind of see like the large gathering of people outside the window, and I'm gonna approach this door down here.
You reach for the ruidium. It is material. Julian, meanwhile, approaches the door and turns the handle. One thing at a time, do you pick up any of the iridium?
No, just
No.
want to see if it was tactile.
It is. As you peer through the door, Julian, you see an angry mob holding pitchforks and torches. More individuals sort of begin to surround the house. In the center of the mob, you can see them sort of surrounding in a half crescent 2 individuals who they're just beating up to pulp, a man and a woman. Let me see here, what else? The man has a kindly face, though bashed, and has a bushy brown beard. The mother has this worry-lined, scared face with platinum white hair. Both have olive skin and wear simple, dirt-stained garments made of single pieces of cloth. Their attackers are these shadowy manifestations, faceless facsimiles of people draped in worn-out clothes, red eyes burning from beneath their wide-brimmed hats. As you proceed outside, you hear, all of you, Elixian's voice whisper, "You have found me, my friends. Witness my earliest memory, the pain of a child born under the ill-fated sign of Ruidus. We were turned on by friends and kinfolk. As war raged around us, many people suffered from my presence, my parents most of all. My story begins with them. Their story dies with me." With a loud crack, one of the shadowy figures strikes Elixian's father, sending him to the ground. As you witness the unfolding scene, you attract attention of the assailants, as 4 of them break off and attack. Roll for initiative.
Oh,
Julian is he's watching like this in horror. He's looking around. if you can even call it a silver lining, that like there's no children being beaten in front of him. He's looking around to see like where is Elixion in this, and then suddenly, I guess the four of them like start charging towards me to attack. I'm like, oh shit, they can. We're actually here. They can interact with us.
They look at you
This
with a
is
look of
not a vision.
utter hate, and they shout, You have brought this ruin upon us! Monsters! Birth monsters! No good ever comes from sheltering a child Fruitus. Kill them! Kill the child! And they point a finger toward you, Julian, toward the house, as they charge forth.
Oh shit.
Julie,
Guys, this is not just a vision. Guys, this is not just a vision.
Oh.
This is real.
Also, to be clear, this house is water. Yeah.
You are not far away from the place where you left, but you're walking on solid ground. You are in open air.
Just wanted to double check.
Yeah. Alrighty, so Julian, because you were ahead of the group opening the door, you are on top of the initiative roll here.
Jesus, these guys caught me sort of by surprise. Was not. I thought we were just gonna be third-party observers. I'm gonna
Stop channeling Curse of Strahd.
yelling. Gonna yell. I'll yell out to the party like, "Oh shit, we're actually here. They're attacking us." Gonna move up to this guy. Green Flame Blade, good old reliable. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
The child! He possesses sorcery! Watch out! You go for a swing?
Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just.
Go back in the house. Let's spot all them.
Are you smoking pot in the middle section? It's that boring, huh?
I'm gonna just steady aim, throw a psionic blade at that guy in front of me.
Okay. Waiting for the roll, Julian. So it is.
Yep.
26 hits the assailant true. Square in the chest.
Oh my gosh.
For 17
down.
Mhm.
That was so bad.
Spellcaster! Witchcraft! They shout. Their faces, shadowy as they are, twisting unnaturally. Like a long-faded memory or a nightmare. Anything else on your turn?
That is my turn.
Julian to follow up. You hear the sounds of combat from outside as people begin yelling. It's coming from the east.
Three, 4, 5, 6.
He's moving.
Yeah.
As you step outside, you watch as the mob begins to coalesce upon these two individuals over yonder. 4 assailants approach you. Bonus action, Crimson right on the crossbow as it glows a light. And you shoot. The first guy on the right would be, just confirm, this guy? Okay. Go ahead with that. Roll. As you guys hear those shouts, they're patois. Though you understand our words, it is an elder language, sort of old, like old English almost. It sounds archaic. You are wherever you are. This is not the present. If that wasn't clear enough, but just waiting for that roll. A 13 against the peasant strikes true for a total of 11 damage. But as you see the arrow pierce through and damage him, he bleeds, but you see the shadow manifest forth a glint of armor. Whoever these assailants are, they came prepared. A 9 does not pierce as the second shot sails through the air. And crossbow can be reloaded, I suppose, at the same time. End of turn. Nia, you are to follow up as you see your battle companions rush forth.
will also move forward to be able to get a 20 to kind of get a kind of a look and get some measuring tools out. We'll move.
Yeah, get some measure tools out. Just fucking
Oh,
ruler.
uh, 25. As kind of like these windows, are they open?
They are closed, and they are 7 feet above you.
So I can't look out the window?
You
can't see?
can certainly look out of a window if you can reach it. Yeah.
Okay. So Nia is going to. Nia, I think that there's something wrong with all this scenario. Is going to take out her holy symbol and concentrate upon it between her hands and channel divinity to turn the undead. As she does not believe that we are long past all of these creatures must be dead.
Okay. You should forward the player to the known mentor and channel forth the blast of Turn Undead, and it has no effect on these manifestations. They are human, blood and flesh. Their hate is very much alive.
Gosh dang. Okay. So Naya would communicate that with the group, just be like, thought these people might be some kind of undead force, but they are not. And as a bonus action, she will cast her spiritual sword. She will cast it raised. She will cast it in the square right here.
As the spiritual weapon manifests forth, right, you're on deck.
I'm going to move the seat.
Well, she can still attack with it. I'm just saying that it's your turn coming up. I'm just telling you to prepare.
My
She
character's
can-
stuck. I have.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that.
The sword is going to attack. I just can't figure out how to get it to show up on the screen.
Well, it's already on the screen, so go ahead and roll for the attack for it.
Oh, it showed up here. So it is going to attack, sword, attack.
A 19 strikes true against the peasant for 6 force damage.
And that is the end of Nia's turn.
Okay. With that prepared, Riot, it is your turn. You are standing by the cradle. You are the closest person to be by this rocking horse. That's where you start combat. What would you like to do in your combat turn?
As a free action, Riot would like to pick up the rocking horse
Okay.
and put into the bag.
It's in your inventory.
Okay. Riot is then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I can't get out. So Riot will.
Nia is already standing on a table to reach the window. There's room for one more person if you want.
I will stand on the table then with her.
Sounds good. The
I
table
just
legs
didn't
creak,
know.
but they hold.
Riot's not that heavy. I think he's actually lighter than Naya, to be fair.
Probably. Not Dragonborn are not particularly light creatures.
I will cast Moonbeam right here. So it's a 20. That's not how I do it.
You can just draw a circle.
Yeah, but it comes out as color. I don't know how to do the measuring 20.
You don't have to measure. You can draw using the draw tool. You can draw an ellipse.
Draw an ellipse.
I'll do it for you, just to save time, because... So, what would you like it?
20 feet, just on top of this guy. Wow. Crap.
Sounds good. See, you did it twice. You don't do it.
Yeah, but I don't know how to measure 20 feet.
It's a 10-foot radius, isn't that?
Yes.
Yeah.
This whole room, like this room here, is 20 feet. But...
Yeah, so, right, can you base the spell for me, please? I don't know your sheet.
40 foot high, 5 foot radius, my bad.
5 foot radius, yeah, okay, cool.
So do 2d10 radiant on him.
When he starts his turn then. Until the spell ends. When a creature enters the spell for the first time, yes, okay. No problem. What save, sorry?
It would be, shit.
Wisdom, Constitution.
On.
Con?
Con.
Sure thing. That is a 5.
So it'd be 2d10 radiant. 12 damage. And
It burns
5 foot,
the
so-
moon! He shapes the moon's light! Cursed being! It burns in the light.
They were freaked out by the floating sword.
There. I put a golden thing over top of him.
Thank you.
That's 5 foot radius. And I will use wild shape to bonus action archer.
Sounds, he just vanishes out of fucking the plane of existence because you can't place things over my tokens, my man. Alright. There we go. I already placed your moonbeam, it's all good, man. Alright. Siegfried.
I will. Can I open that window?
You can, if you can reach it. It is 7 feet above you.
Jeez. Okay.
It's almost like you have a child's perspective in this vision.
Right. Okay. I mean, my dude is 6'3", so it's. Oh, I mean.
Yeah, it's
No.
7 feet above your head, and you're 6'3".
Okay. Tall ass window. I can't freaking squeeze through. There's a door here.
You can move through your allies like they're difficult terrain.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm just gonna squeeze like. Ugh. How much was that? That's 10.
Well, it was 10.
What?
You have
25.
5 feet of movement left from where you're standing there.
And just gonna move just one more. And yeah, that's it. Ready an attack.
Do you prepare an attack?
Yeah, just in case.
What's the condition?
Someone attacks me. I will attack.
You will riposte. Okay, fair enough. The assailants charge forth. This one over yonder, still in the moonbeam, starts his turn there. Right, roll me the moonbeam damage again, please.
Will do.
2d10.
Yep. 18.
He takes 18 radiant damage, and then singed away, he charges forth toward the first target. That's going to be Julian, attacking him recklessly with advantage with pitchfork and torch. Why am I whispering? With advantage, it's going to be a 13, missing Julian as he yells, "The night sky weeps for your family, but our flames will dry out its tears." And he stabs forth with the pitchfork. You dodge away. The other ones charge forth, one towards you, Sir Siegfried, over yonder, stabbing you once more with a reckless attack. He yells out, "Your kin is a harbinger of darkness!" And he strikes with a 22 to hit. I believe that penetrates Sir Siegfried's armor,
Yep.
dealing 15 psychic damage.
Gotcha.
Others charge through, avoiding the baleful light of the moon there. Sacrificing the movement, unable to approach Julian, they will stop their turns there. Another assailant will charge forth over yonder and block the way like so, recklessly attacking, flanking you. Siegfried once more, launching forth with a pitchfork. No good whoever comes from sheltering a child of Fruitus. 15 to hit.
Nope, misses. And I will
Okay.
attack him.
At the other end of the field, the beatings continue as they begin to pulverize to death the two individuals over yonder. Julian, top of the round.
Oh, wait.
Ah, where is...
Succeed at attack of opportunity. Not attack of opportunity, but held action.
Right. So you would have gotten a held action on the assailant here. It's just Siegfried because you literally just said it, but I don't know. It's probably getting close to 9, that's why. A 25 hits the assailant. Go ahead and roll that damage.
8.
Sounds good. As it slashes through the shadowy figure, leaving manifestation. You see no blood upon your blade, but you did wound it.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Julian's turned in.
The wall of peasants. It literally just reminded me of a chessboard, just seeing like the pawns moving forward.
Well, you're under check. What do you do?
I am under check. Green flame blade.
Shock and awe.
I will bonus action hex the guy right in front of me, and then cast green flame blade. I'll remove the resources after I make my attacks.
.22 hits true for how much damage?
For 35 damage.
You slay him where he stands.
I'll have the flames bounce and hit this guy right next to Siegfried. And that'll deal Leaping Flame. 7 fire damage. Sorry, Siegfried.
Singes at the
Not that
peasant.
much.
Something is better than nothing.
And then I will move to over here. Does it look like these guys that are beating the parents, do they look as interactable as the rest of them? As the ones that are attacking?
Do they look as interactable? What are you even asking me? They look real, yes.
I don't know. So everything here is not like a vision that would pass through my
How
head.
about you
Nothing
try
feels like a
things? How
vision.
about you do something?
I will try things. Yeah.
Instead of treating this like a video game. Are they part of the background? like try. Hit them.
Like it's a vision that I normally shouldn't be able to interact with, and I'm surprised that.
Who says
someone
who? You're just
started-
making rules on the fly here. You've just interacted with one of them to the point where he died. With that being said, it's turn.
Like, you gotta try shit. Like, Naya was like, oh, maybe they're undead. Use one of her
that's
channel
fine.
divinities. Nothing happened. Oh well.
Assumptions out of the ass. Let's go. So we have then 2 attacks on the last arrival right next to Siegfried, who will be this one. Go ahead with those rules. 22 hits true for 6. Piercing damage. I feel like resources are not being used. It seems like classes would be able to use more things other than just attack 3 times per turn. But the first bolt does sink true into the clavicle of the individual. You have another strike if you wish. Aha. What is... That's Crimson Right. Right. There we are. And a 9 sails past as the individual sort of almost ducks out of the way, and the bolt sparks against the pitchfork metal. End of turn. Nia, standing on your table. Yeah.
Nia is going to get off the table and squeeze by Torrent.
Does Alexandria not have a initiative roll?
I will do it in retrospect. I forgot.
Okay, no problem.
I'll just let Megan do her turn first.
Yeah, no worries.
Nia, did you see what I said before in chat?
No.
I was asking you to take things out of the bag of holding now that we're out of the water. It's safe to do so. You can do it with a free item interaction. One thing.
What were you looking for?
Beads of Force, Potion of Sealings. Before we get back into the water.
I'm not gonna do that right now. Here, that is the. So Nia is going to take one step. One step past second. So that was my 5, 10, 15, 20. And she will, with her bonus action, move her sword 10 feet over yonder and attack peasant number 2.
You have advantage on him.
No, the sword doesn't get advantage. We established that last.
Yeah.
He attacked recklessly, so attacks against him has advantage. Does that?
Is that?
Not
I don't know.
apply.
Does that apply to?
Yep.
All melee weapon attack. I guess that counts as a melee weapon. So I guess fishing for natural 20. I'm pretty sure that 23 probably hits. 23 for 9 damage. Yeah, 9 damage. On Mr. Here. And then seeing the creature, the folks over here attacking these guys, Naya will cast. Yeah. On whatever this is supposed to be, I'm going with this big gaggle of people. This she will cast Sacred Flame, which is a dex save. Unique one.
15.
They fail, so they take radiant damage. That's a cantrip, so it also takes plus damage. That's right. So it takes a total of 18 radiant damage.
It burns! Kill the witch spawns! Kill the child! You continue to weather them down. Anything else on your turn?
That is it for Naya's turn.
Riot to follow up.
Riot would like to climb on top of the roof. By going out the window and climbing up on top of the roof to be able to see everything, like on the top of the roof.
Okay.
I have 20 climbing speed.
Sounds good.
I don't know how high the roof is.
I'll push you over here for the sake of it. I'll push you over here for the sake of this.
Okay, perfect.
The roof is about 15 feet off the ground.
Okay. And Riot will, as an action, move. Ooh, people are getting attacked here. He'll move. Whatchamacallit, his Moonfire to be right here. To the guy south of him. I can't, because I can't control it. You're gonna have to show me how to do that at some point.
Sure.
And then I'll roll 2d10.
I rolled an 8 to save against it.
14 damage.
14 damage. Against the
And
assailant.
then bonus action, Archer. To shoot him again. The gleaming arrow. Would be 13 to hit.
Hits? For 11?
11 radiant damage.
Alright, you bloody the assailant. His shadowy form begins to demanifest at the base, sort of only coalescing towards the center mass, and the hands clutching the pitchforks and torches as they begin to torch the house. Alright, fair enough. So we have that. On her turn, Alexandra will take 2 actions because I did skip her. Any commands you're telling her, Siegfried, she's your squire under your training.
Any commands?
This is the top of her speed for her first turn, as she would have stepped outside from here.
Let's fight these peasants.
Do you point to target? Fair enough. She joins Nia's side, and flanking with you, well, half flanking, I suppose, will go ahead and charge forward, shouting with greatsword in hand. For a moment, shaken, but trusting you that these peasants mean harm. So let's go ahead with that. Striking for natural 20. For 17. Strike. And because she didn't get her turn, let's go ahead with more chances to hit. Ooh, hit twice more with the lacerating greatsword for a total of perfect lethal. As another one of the manifestations goes down. Technically she has advantage on those strikes, but doesn't matter. Dagger's dead. Alrighty then. With that, she takes her place by your side. Siegfried, it is your turn.
I will cast Divine Smite. Old attacker. Attack, sorry, not attacker. Attack the peasant in front of me.
You have advantage because he's reckless.
Oh. Do I roll again?
Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, either way, 22 hits.
Yeah, 22 hits. Okay. Oh.
13. Are you adding any smites on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay, as you stab your sword into the center mass, he keels forward. Let's see if your smite will be enough to fell him. Ooh.
8.
8. Not quite. He is on death's door, however, as you retrieve your sword. Alright. He then retaliates. Petros in hand, the wounded, reeling. Your bloodline is tainted. The red moon marks your doom. 23 to hit against Sir Siegfried for 11 psychic damage. And the latter one here is going to charge toward Torrent, going reckless and yelling, pitchfork in hand, as he attacks. For 17 to hit. In the name of the blessed, we purge the unholy seed from our land. And he stabs with an overhand strike, probably missing with a 17 strike against the armor class of Torrent.
Correct.
Yes. So the beating continues on the latter side of the field, as we have Julian's turn.
I'm going to. How far away is this guy? Are they still beating the parents?
Yeah, yes.
Save the parents.
I'm gonna bonus action move my hex to that guy and run over. To here. Is this flanking? Looks like.
It's not flanking. They're not combatants.
Unfortunate.
Let me
Never
set the
mind.
scene before you. They're on their knees getting beaten down. The father's unconscious because his head is being pummeled in by somebody's freaking foot. They're not
Gotcha.
fighting. Yeah.
Run up to this guy, cast Green Flame Blade on him. The standard.
Listen, if you're having fun, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Natural 1 for an 11. Misses.
God, another one?
It's at least not a Galceriad's dagger, man.
Bro. That is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I use my bonus action to move the hex, so that is my turn.
Torrent. Double blade scimitar goes out as the crossbow bolt and the crossbow drop on the floor. 2 attacks on the peasant before him. Again, reminder, you guys have gear. You have your armor, you have your blood hunter stuff. 24 to hit, hits for a total of 15 damage. The peasant is bloodied. Remember, you have advantage on the strikes, so if you want to fish for a natural 20, you can. They are reckless. Okay. So go ahead with that second strike with 2 T20s. Oh, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Mm. 17 hits true for additional 9 damage. Do you wish to remaneuver or strike with? Yes. Three radiant damage from the right. Bonus action attack. Again with advantage. He's just out there on a cruise in the middle of the ocean, just praying for connection. Oh, natural 20, that's a pog. So that's an 18. Crit. Fair enough. The sound scared, it barely remains standing, surprised at your tenacity. End of turn as Nia, you're following up at the same time.
Cool. So Nia will bonus action move the sword over here, and it shall attack. It is frenzied, so great, reckless.
Natural 1 and 11 do not hit for the first strike.
Cool. And then Naya will once more attempt to release Sacred Flames upon the mob. Dex save.
I rolled a natural 1.
So they take 13 radiant damage to the mob.
As the holy flame singes, do you follow up with a remaneuver or anything of the like?
She will maintain her position.
Okay, the beating continues. Right, you are on the roof. What would you like to do? Well, you might be muted.
Am I muted? No, not.
Can you hear that anymore? Yep.
You said that the house is on fire.
Well, they're about to torch the house. That's their intent. Yes.
Riot would like to use Druidcraft and turn off the flames.
Which torch held in whose hand are you turning off? Because it is a cantrip.
I can only see one guy.
So the one right below you?
So, like, is this guy torched? Like, both of these guys here have torches?
Yeah, they're holding pitchforks and torches, yes.
That one is in front of Torrent. He would take... Riot's going to turn off this one.
Sounds good.
And just to re-clarify, Baby Elixion was in the crib, you said?
No.
No, he wasn't. Okay.
They're addressing
and then
you
Riot's...
by that name.
Oh, they're addressing us. So I'm going to turn off that torch, and then I'm use bonus action to hit that one with Starry Archer. To help Torn out there.
For the sake of your sanity and mine, I'll do this.
Thank you. 18 to hit for 8 radiant damage.
I'm handling it.
Yeah, Riot's just going to be sitting on top of the roof for this. Oh, that makes life so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy here would take 2d10 damage on the start of his turn.
Yeah, to start of his turn.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just re-clarifying for that. So, yeah.
Yep.
And that will be my turn.
How much damage was the start? 8 radiant? Okay.
8, yeah.
Sounds good. Alexandria will follow up with you, attacking the now blinded assailant with her greatsword. striking with advantage with her greatsword. Strike 1. Felling the foe with a 22 to strike. He is down for the count. The apparition of shadow demanifests in a cloud of ruidium and black shadow tendrils that dissipate as if floating through, like a powder floating through a liquid medium. As you are reminded once more, you're not too far away from the Netherdeep. With a second attack, she turns upon the assailant over here and strikes with turret at the same time. Let's go. 12 does not penetrate the AC, unfortunately. And she takes a parrying stance. Oh, it was reckless. Thank you for reminding me. 26. 6 slashing damage. Siegfried to follow in your squire's wake. What do you do?
I will dash where Julian is.
Yep.
And I will do an action surge. I regain it. And that blast on buddy there. Oh!
Your sword finds its mark, but it gets blocked last minute by the pitchfork, landing between the what do you call them, prongs of the pitchfork, and as he twists it and to the side.
Take this. Oh! Wait. Why did I roll twice?
26. Hits.
Okay. Oh!
12 sword damage. As you wound him, he bleeds. Alright. Anything else you wish to? Okay. Moving straight along, the remaining assailants recklessly charge forth. First one is on Nia. It's going to be an advantageous strike for a natural 20 for a total of 17 psychic damage against Nia. From the womb of the red moon, corrupted spills will cleanse it with righteous fury. And he stabs forth. With that being said, the other two now enter the fray, retaliating in turn. On this side of combat, we have... I'm just gonna roll until I have either... Oh, there you go. So, Julian, against you, the individual right in front of you strikes for a 24 to hit for 11 psychic damage.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Maneuvering away from the now unconscious and bleeding out father, the other assailant moves forth here toward the mother, and Pitchfork in hand just stabs at the ground, at her laying on the ground, stabs at her as she shrieks out in pain. The beatings continue. They have not much left in them. Julian, it is now or never. Mere seconds before they're both dead. What do you do?
I'm gonna... Is this guy bloodied right in front of me?
Yes. Yes.
What about the one attacking the mother? Well, he's uninjured. Did he like recklessly attack the mother?
Seems so.
I'm gonna go over to here and attack this one with a green flame blade. Good old reliable.
Mm-hmm. 18 hits true. For how much damage?
Or 26 damage. And then the leaping flames will attack the guy who tried to hit me. For 10 damage.
There he stands fading on death's door. Would that be all? Do we have Turin's turn to follow up?
Yep, that's my turn.
An 18 hits through and slays the foe before you. The sound falls onto his knees and demanifests into a cloud of mist upon this almost liquid-like medium that surrounds you, this miasma. That is death. You still have your other strikes, should you wish to. Sorry, yeah, 22 to hit. I saw Julian's roll. Yes, 22 will demanifest the foe before you. Pick up the crossbow for a free object interaction. Targeting the first target over yonder with the crossbow, I'm guessing. It's like playing charades. A 12 does not penetrate the armor. Recklessly, yes. So you can roll again. 16 does hit for 5 piercing damage. Unfortunate. Nia, we have you to follow up after that second bolt goes flying.
Yeah. So Nia is going to move forward. 15, 20, 25, 30. And to do that distance of 15. She will she is going to, with the boys here, she is going to cast. She's going to cast with her bonus action. She's going to cast Sanctuary upon the mother.
Noted.
Here you go. And with her action, she will cast Sacred Flame on the mob. Get the mob. Dex save. They take 16 radiant damage.
Okay. Julian, the individual before you gets singed by the holy flame as he goes down his knees, dropping his pitchfork and demanifests.
Nice job, Nia.
Nice.
You use your... Please hurry and take those things out of the bag.
Right to follow up. I'm assuming that's ended for our turn.
Yes.
So she is sanctuary. He's unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Riot will use Wither and Bloom on this character, and would that work to bring him back up? Because he's not he's a character you would have hit dice technically.
You could certainly try. What are you doing on your turn?
He'll use Wither and Bloom on this guy, and we'll give him some health if it's possible.
Make the rolls. That's all you can do.
Yep. Wither and Bloom. Con save 17.
That is going to be a concept of 10, failing, taking 10 necrotic damage.
And Father might get a chance to get some health.
He coughs back up into consciousness.
Well, minimum they'd get 5, wouldn't they?
He coughs back
It's their
up
hit
into
dice
consciousness.
plus 5.
Yes, I'm aware.
Perfect. No, I was telling you for Naya.
Mhm.
Perfect. And then I will use Starry Archer on the last guy. That is remaining currently. I gotta get jumped around my sheet. Setting a Celestial Bow, 12.
Does not hit from the distance.
Reckless.
Reckless.
Oh, it's Reckless. Oh.
On all melee
he
weapon
reckless?
attack rolls. Turn
Only
by attack
melee, okay.
had advantage. Yeah, attacks. So, no.
Well, I rolled
melee.
12 again.
Okay, happens. Alexandria,
Right,
grabbing her greatsword, will charge forth. I don't think she has enough movement to reach all the way, but she will join the fray. Who are you, Batman? Save them! Where are they? Siegfried
Hold
to
the
follow
sword.
up.
There you go.
I didn't hear what Elaine yelled there. What was it?
Throw the sword.
I suppose I could. You know what? I'll do that. When she reaches about here, she will do an improvised weapon attack. So that's gonna
Hey,
be
oh no, you might hit the. Okay, go ahead.
fucking yeet. She actually almost she almost hit him. And alas, the sword goes flying. She will go ahead and end her turn there and pick up the sword within her reach. Siegfried would have been a meme. She hit him.
I was afraid that you was gonna hit like the parents.
Dude, I'm not that cruel. Fumble tables. That's terrible.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of squeeze in between. I'm on top of her token, but I'm gonna like just
Yeah, shielding
squeeze-
her with your shield.
Yeah, pretty much, and flanking with Alexandria.
Moment of truth. Natural 20. Roll that shit. For a total of 16. Now, critical does not end him. However, do you wish to smite?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Because your smite will roll also double damage.
No problem. What is it?
As you aim for the sternum and you
Or-
press through. Yep.
48.
48.
Yep.
Let's just roll.
If you want to do this in your own way, you can go ahead and narrate it as you slay the foe in a nick of time. Literally one turn before the axe would have went down upon the two individuals laying at your feet.
Slide in between the mom and the peasant. Slice down. Oh, across the chest. Casting smite at the same time. Blah, blah. Not
As
a much.
with a single strike, you vanquish the foe, and behind him, like in a wave, the mob dissipates forth into the ether, vanishes, leaving you swallowed in this darkness as all quells down for a moment. You hear the coughs of the man as he wakes from consciousness, healed briefly, and you hear the woman say, "Get back inside, Alex. Everything's all right. They don't understand." You have moments to speak to these individuals. What do you say?
Everything's gonna be okay. You're safe now.
For now.
Hate that.
Sorry, mother.
I wish there was
I didn't
more.
mean for this.
The many voices of affliction speak at once.
Don't worry, we'll fix. I'll fix everything.
You're okay now. You're safe.
The mother looks up at those who spoke. Through her platinum white hair, she streaks of blood tainted. She is now missing an eye and she's clutching it with her hand, looking up at you all like a mother would look upon her child. You notice the perspective is that of a child's too. Everything here so gargantuan, so big, so terrifying. But you look back and the house is safe, your parents alive, saved. And then you hear it, Alixion's whispers, following you in your minds. What I understand from a young age is this. Because of me, they would always suffer. The vision becomes distant, and there you departed. The house, the farmland, the parents, the room with the toys. Riot still clutched in your hand. It is that rocking horse, real in your hands, and as you lift your gaze from it to your surroundings, you find yourself back where you once were. the chamber back in the Netherdeep. And that's what we're going to call session tonight. Thank you for playing, guys.
Mother.
Mother.
Crazy session. Didn't expect all that to happen.
Oh my goodness. It was rather intense.
It was intense.
Yeah.
Welcome to Netherdeep.
Goodness. Freaking big ups to Nia for keeping us freaking alive.
True.
Aura of life for the win.
Almost had a TPK.
Honest. A little word there. You're like jinxing it, man.
Is that what you're typing? Don't say it.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Not tonight. No.
No, yeah. So it'll be interesting because, like, basically those big spells that Naya used to keep the party alive in the first battle, they're all gone. She doesn't have any of those spell slots left, so she only has minor healing. So.
I'm gonna give a star to Tom for going easy on us.
I did not go easy on you whatsoever. Are you kidding me? I swallowed you turn one. I was like, yeah, if he dies, he dies. I'm not.
You swallowed.
The party did not help you at all when you were swallowed. I was half expecting you to die. I was like, yeah, well, unless he rolls amazing damage because, you know, he can, then he's a goner. That's it, swallowed and dead. But you managed to stay alive.
There was a few turns though where you just like swam across the map, giving people like 3 opportunity attacks, and then tried to hide. And it's like, yeah, he's hiding from like the party that's like at death's door. Thanks, Tom.
I swung at people and all that. I just aimed a lot of attacks at your squire to see how much you guys care.
Drop.
We made sure she stayed alive.
You can't let Alexandria die. She's the best squire.
But that's not me going easy on you guys. That's me consuming all of Nia's healing spells. Like, that's Megan chooses to use precious resource toward
casting
this.
all her spells on healing word.
I'm not here to kill you guys. I'm here to make this hard.
It was good for everybody. Everyone was so low.
Yeah, you dumping that healing into Riot at that spot gave me 50 health.
Yeah.
Up to 50 health.
Well, for that it didn't really matter because if we were for short rest, she gets back. She can, as I put it, re-prepare her kit so that she has uses for everybody.
All right, that leaves us with discussing what we're doing in the coming up sessions. I understand most people would rather go on a hiatus. That would mean that we're not playing on the 11th and onwards until like beginning of January. So I guess I will wish you guys a happy holiday season. Thank you once more for joining me for the session. Yeah.
Thank you. Fun, last stressful session.
Yeah, it was
bringing me on here.
So. Happy holidays, everyone.
Stressful, happy you say? Holiday. I mean, like, change your strategy, man. Like, you know, well, it's all about learning what's ahead of you and stuff. If you're gonna keep doing the same thing and bash your head against the wall every time, then it's not gonna get any easier.
Oh no, it's more the radiant damage after the 3 turns really hurt, leaving us almost.
You guys did not move the Drift Club away, so I'm like, I guess I'll keep doing it.
I totally thought it was the person who was controlling it was the one who was in charge of it.
The thing though is that I thought that since I was given to Siegfried, that he was controlling it.
I gave a handout.
It's not there anymore. I tried to find it because I wanted to I realized I didn't give Siegfried the command words because I don't know if those would still be my command words or he'd have to put his own on it.
It's what the handout says.
The handout's not there. I tried 3 times during the session to generate it. It's not there.
Generate. Drift globe. Yeah.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah. So so. So it still begs, is it still my command words, or does it reset now that it is in
I mean, it was.
Siegfried's possession?
I don't know what you claim to him. It was never yours to begin with. It's a command word, right?
Huh?
It's just one, right?
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Cool.
You speak its command word. It's so it wouldn't change.
I don't even if you put their command word as something in German.
Yeah, it was.
Like you chose to manifest it, whatever, and that we just all agreed that yes, that was the command word from the beginning. It wouldn't change though, because you don't reset it.
So the first one there, where it's the first command word, it calls it to light or daylight spell. That one was lick, which is light in German, because I don't know why I was in a mood way back in Baz's hand to make it such, but that is the case. And then the
Is it possible for us to edit the drift globe to put the command words on it?
Yeah, if you don't want to keep the command word in your notes, I can edit it. Yeah.
It would just make it a little easier for me, at least. Because I'd probably scroll eventually and forget where I actually put it in my notes.
I mean, Control F your notes, right? But sure, I can put it as a. Let me just sort it by alphabetical first. Drift globe. Did I not put it already in items? It's crazy.
yeah, and then the second command word was Schwieben.
I'm not spelling it out. You can just say I said the command word. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have to learn German to play D&D. But editing rights are now all players could have. Yeah, it's there. Anything else?
Nah, that's it. See y'all in the new year. Happy holidays. That's it.
Alrighty.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you everyone for a really good session, and extra kudos to Mark for all your amazing sound effects.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers, everybody.
See ya. Anything you want to say? Well,
No, I'm just exhausted. I'm just editing the whatchamacallit, drift globe for myself.
sounds good.
Oh.